Hey guys, it's that time again to tell your ma to keep it down. The boys are on. And please remember to subscribe or you're going to make Toast to cry.
Woo, sticky, blicky. I think you lost the sense of like talking to people face to face, and you can just say whatever you want behind a keyboard under like an anonymous name or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like just the informational aspect of the internet is absolutely wild to me. You can find anything on there. I mean, you might get in trouble for some of it, but like you can find anything.
Oh yeah.
There's like a dark web. There's all kinds of shit. There's probably a crazy film of Harry Potter doing some wild shit on the dark web. You never know.
Oh yeah, I'm watching the Joker like try and like molest Lupani, that little Pokemon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, I actually do know the video you're talking about. Someone sent that to me. I ain't gonna lie.
I love that.
Yeah, I love Pokemon.
What have you been watching?
I actually been like reading a lot lately. I've been trying not to. I watch football obviously because like I'm an extremely bad gambler because I live that close to New Jersey. So if you live that close to New Jersey, you're probably a vicious gambler. But I've been reading a lot more lately, just like comic books and taking breaks from novels. So I've been reading Scott McFarlane. He did a run. He's Spawn, but it's a run of Spider-Man. So it's just like some crazy 90s shit with like the crazy art. I've been getting like super moose knuckle deep in that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. That and football. Not home enough. I play music like 3 nights a week, so I go into a microphone instead of watching movies. Did watch Craven this week though, and the new Venom.
Do you like the new Venom?
It was subpar.
Okay.
I'll take a subpar.
I'm not gonna watch it.
No, just cliff note it. Do watch. You know, this thing does this, something goes wrong, and then you're back to it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep up with that. Yeah, keeping up with football.
I'm keeping up with football.
Yeah.
Killing football right now. I'm in the championship fans football. Not hitting a lot of parlays because I go for 8-leg parlays because I'm an idiot.
All 2 TD touchdown, 8 legs.
All TDs. And my whole thing is like I get the same excitement off of $25 as I would putting down like $50 a week. So I just give myself a boundary of like a routine of $25. And anything more than that, I can't do. So it gives me control over my betting so I don't feel like a complete scumbag.
Yeah, I'm going to make 5 bets of $5.
Yep. Not even. Dude, sometimes I'll do a 9-leg for like $1 and I'm like, I'm going to get so excited about this. I have fun with it. Honestly, I mean, I get my wife into it now, my roommate's into it. So it's just like a whole football house. And then when football's gone, I'm just back to writing music and watching rom-coms.
Yeah, football's coming to an end soon. It's sad.
I know. All good things come to an end, though.
Yeah.
If I had football all year round, dude, I wouldn't be married.
I know what sucks. It wouldn't be as good.
No, it gives you something to like look forward to, and like the off season with the draft and everything. Like it's like a dynasty. You're like seeing things build.
Yeah. Who's your team?
I have 2. It's Eagles and Ravens.
Eagles and Ravens. Weird. Well, that actually happens a lot because that's the area.
Are you an Eagles fan your whole life?
Yeah.
So Jimmy Johnson died, right? The defensive coordinator back in the day. He died, and my grandfather had looked at me and was like, "You better pick a different team for a while because we're going to have to find someone to replace him, and it's not going to be the same for years." He wasn't wrong. So I picked the Ravens because we never play them. I loved Ray Lewis, and I loved violent football. I loved defensive-minded football. So give me 2 teams to root for.
Okay.
Yeah. And plus, it's a dirty city just like Philadelphia, and I love it.
All right. I was talking to some people lately, my ladies' friends usually, because that area they're from is like mid between like Baltimore and Philadelphia, like that area.
Okay.
So like those people tend to be mixed, it seems.
I have a bunch of friends from like York and Lancaster, and they're a mix between Eagles and Ravens fans. And I always just like count York, Lancaster as like Baltimore North.
Yeah.
It's only like the 20-minute drive, and it's like the informational highway between the 2 states.
Yeah, this one club I go to and do Mike's at, it's a Ravens bar, which is lame.
There's a gay bar called The Raven in New Hope. You sure it's not in New Hope?
No, it's in Philly.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's in Philly, which is just a bigger New Hope.
I mean, it kind of is. I like New Hope. I grew up like only like 15 minutes from New Hope. I dug New Hope. I did.
I mean, New Hope's cool, I guess.
Yeah, if you like incense and like weird like hippie tapestries and some good food.
Yeah, they got like a store with Knight's Armor in it. I know that.
Yeah, they do.
My whole life, it never leaves that storefront.
No, cool. Same thing with the India store. There's an India store there too, where you can buy all like Indian tapestries and shit.
Yeah,
that's been there since I was like in 1st grade.
Yeah, New Hope's mighty gay.
It is mighty gay, but in all the right ways.
Yeah, I mean that like it's actually that way.
Yeah.
Not in an offensive way.
No, it's like a what's that word? Like a sanctuary city.
Yeah.
It kind of is though. It's like
Yeah.
a sanctuary city where like anything goes. You know, you can be yourself, do whatever you want, and like it's like a community of people that just accept you.
Yeah.
Which I didn't grow up there, so I'm just giving like a whole speech about New Hope. Go visit New Hope, but like
New Hope,
whatever.
Pennsylvania.
Take your partner to New Hope and go look at the water float by and go to see a play or some shit. It's romantic.
I mean, it's okay. It's a nice area to visit once
a
in a
gay
while if you're in
rom-com.
the area. Yeah.
It's a gay rom-com all day, dude.
It is. Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually, I was working for a company back when I was like 27. Was that when I was doing this, and I kept having to do jobs up in New Hope, masonry work, and it was middle of summer, and I kept just cutting off my jeans and then doing the triple roll up and just
the
going out in
Daisy
the middle of New
Dukes?
Hope. I was getting tips, bro.
I'm sure you were.
And my boss was loving it. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So I just kept, I did it for like all summer long, just hiking up real high.
I got a funny story that has to do with this actually. My uncle, when he was younger, like used to drink a lot, and he would go to the gay bars because they would buy him drinks all night. So like when he was like done drinking or whatever, he'd be like, "I'm not gay, but I'll take all the free drinks." I remember him telling me this when I was a kid, and be like, "That's when you know you have a problem, dude. You're going to the gay bar to get free drinks." I mean, touche. You a good looking dude. I fucks with you. But still, that's like a bottom I don't really want to hit, dude.
I mean, I could see myself at some point. I've been at low points if I had the means.
My whole life's a low point.
You know, I'm just thinking like, yeah, in some low points.
Yeah.
If I had the means, aka Brad Pitt face,
Pop.
I mean, you know,
I mean, I ain't gonna knock it because you know what? You got free drinks, you got your fix. That's cool. I ain't gonna knock you for it. But I just remember him telling me that when I was a kid, and he was like, "If you get to that point, you might have a problem." And I was like, I guess you're right. I never got to that point though. I'm not a big drinker, so that's good. But if I was a big drinker, I'd go to a gay bar and get it all for free.
I feel like is that how it works?
That's how it worked for him.
Can anyone just go into a gay bar and just be like, free drinks, please?
I don't know how that works because, like, if you think about it, he's like 20 years older than me, so I think that's just like the 90s. I think now they caught on. They might have caught on now.
Yeah, I can't imagine I could just walk into, like, I know some gay people. I don't think I could just walk up to them and be like, free drink, bro.
Nah, I don't think. I think so. That's like where I got like disconnected at the store. I'm like, you had to have at least winked at him or something, dude. You had to have at least welcomed it somehow. He's like, nah, it was just nice to everyone, just talk to everyone. I was like, that's great, dude. That's great. That's when you know you have. I couldn't even like believe it. I think I was like 10 or 11 when he told me that. And I was like, I'm never drinking. That was a lie, but
It's probably just like leading them on.
probably
Like you know, when
like bait car.
hook puts a dude on the hook, like, oh, we just can't be together right now.
It's like bait car with feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, I'm just gonna bait you in here for a little bit to get what I want, and then I'm fucking out, dude. You're caught. Man, that would suck.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm never going to a gay bar to drink. It's off my list of things to do.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm glad we went on a tangent about New Hope.
Yeah, that's what I forgot we were on New Hope. I was just talking about, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we went on a tangent. It
Yeah,
happens.
New Hope, that's right. And gay bars. There's a lot of gay bars everywhere now.
Dude,
It's
the
actually
gay
more
community
gay.
is
I don't
great.
think there's bars anymore, to be honest.
Yeah,
Just-
real talk, right to the camera. The gay community is great and super like welcoming
Oh, yeah.
everyone.
I'm not,
Dude, some of my best friends are gay, and they are the funnest time I've ever had, and the least judgmental people I've ever met. I just happen to grow up real close to New Hope, so it's a funny topic of conversation.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why everyone's like, "Yo, you guys want to go to New Hope?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to go to New Hope." I know people that still own like shops there and shit too. Shout out Punk Rock Michelle. She's got a place called God Save the Queens. She's awesome. I literally grew up right there.
I know.
Just never drank at the Raven.
Oh, the Raven.
That's where this went. You said you had an open mic at the Raven. The Raven was the gay bar in New Hope when I was a kid.
Yeah.
This is how this whole thing connected.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a reason
All
for the
right.
tangent.
There's several different Ravens I've come to find out within like this little stretch of PA down here.
I'm sure.
So there's that Raven.
Mhm.
There's a Raven up in like Fairless Hills, that strip joint, you know what I'm talking about?
So that's called the Red Raven. I live right around the
The
corner
Red
from it.
Raven,
I
that's
live
it.
off of Route 1.
Okay, yeah, the Red Raven.
My dad told me stories about that
Right.
place when I was a kid too.
And then there was and then there was the Raven Lounge in Philly. I go down Sanson Street, right? Dude, I got a story about the Red Raven. I was dating this lady, right? I was dating this young lady,
You
right?
said this young lady. Go ahead, continue.
Back in the day, I was dating
All
this
right.
young lady, right? We're the same age. And was dating this young lady, and then she broke up with me, right?
Mhm.
Because she wanted to get back together with this guy she was with before. This guy was also in jail.
But not a young man.
No,
Was an older gentleman.
yeah, I don't know what he was. I don't know who he was. But this guy was also in jail. I was like, you want to break up with me for a guy in jail? That was like a low point. I was like, I'm sad about this.
We just keep talking about low points. Low points define us, dude.
Yeah, that's funny. I was at a sad point. But then also at the same time, she was like, I want to get a job as a stripper, and I'm nervous. Will you go with me for my audition? After she just broke up with me. So I was like, yeah.
I have so many questions. First off, these are so many bad decisions. So for you as a young gentleman, with this young lady, there should have been a million red flags like you're playing Stratego and your whole country's going down, dude. You literally, all of France has you backed in a corner at this point, and it's throwing red flags at you, and you're going, I'm a nice young man. I'm going to be here for her. And then she leaves you for a dude in jail, which is the biggest red flag.
Dude, that chick had more red flags than an Asian parade, dude. It was crazy. It was wild, dude.
Well, you should have sent out a lantern for someone to save you at some point, but you just rocked it out, dude. I don't blame you.
Yeah. I went to the audition and she was terrible. It was mad funny.
Dude, how do you even come back to a sex life after that? How'd I do, honey? I couldn't lie. I'd be like, dude, that was fucking trash.
We weren't together anymore. Like, she had just left me. She just wanted to be with this guy in jail.
A soft moment.
And then she was like, "Oh, do you want to? Can you go with me to the strip club?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind of want to go to this," but I was also kind of like, "I want to see this." Like, we're not together anymore. We don't even date 3 months. I wasn't that vested in it. You know what I'm saying?
But that was 3 months of getting down, so like there was something there.
Yeah, that's true. She's hot. She's real hot. She was like she was a scene chick. You know those chicks? Scene girls?
Dude, I play in a pop punk band. Absolutely, I remember scene chicks. Some people never grow out of it.
Well, this is when like she was 25 scene chick. This is a 25 scene chick. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you her bangs were awesome. Did she have the swoosh bangs?
She had all sorts.
We don't need to discuss names.
She had all sorts of hair, dude. All sorts of hair, dude.
One of those scene girls. I get it, dude.
Oh, dude. At some point, I think she had both the sides shaved. You know, she had all sorts of hair.
She probably had a scene name too.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I can almost guarantee it. I don't want to know about this right now because I'm going to start deep diving looking for this thing. But either way, huge turn off if you go to a dance audition and can't even dance to make money, dude. How you expect to make money when your man's not even staying with you?
It was bad. She was so bad. And then the other girls were like supportive, but then like I later come to find out like, oh, women are just supportive, even chicks do bad. They're just like, oh, great job. And like I was like, oh man, they should have just been honest with her. Like, you shouldn't do this.
No, I believe
shouldn't do this.
Girls, dude, they like empower women 100% and Spice Girls, so it's like empowerment. I totally understand it. If your friend's bad, you should tell them they're bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend like did comedy. My friend did comedy and was like, did I do good? I couldn't lie to you. No, it sucked. Or, hey, it was great, dude. You know, keep at it. You know, Gipper, whatever. I wouldn't be able to lie. I couldn't do it. So when she got off the stage and was like, did I do good? I'd be like, nope, but still single. Would have walked around.
I don't even remember if I told her she was good or not. I don't even remember what my response was. I remember she was awful, though.
Well, you were a young gentleman there, the kindness of your heart.
Oh, I'm sure I was nice. I probably told her she was great.
Oh, man.
I don't remember.
Vicious John wasn't there yet.
No.
There hasn't been enough low points yet.
Yeah. Oh, catch me now. Try it now, dude.
Yeah.
Try me now.
Yeah, the low points, all-time high, dude. This is Dante's peak of fucking low points, man. We'll take out your whole city.
I've been trampled on enough.
I've had a million low points, and you're just going to be another one, I swear.
That was only low point number 17.
So do you think that because we're talking about the Raven as a name, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think just like low points and sad things go along with it, just like in the Edgar Allan Poe poems? Like, think about it. Like it like communicates death, despair, whimsical sadness. Do you think that just comes with a low point? Like, you're like, I'm going to the Raven. You should instantly be like, nope, this is going to be a low point, no matter what Raven you go to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm starting to see that trend.
Nest. Minus the Raven's Nest, because
absolutely.
Baltimore Ravens.
If you ever see a club named the Raven, don't. I'm just kidding. I can't say that because I go to one all the time. But don't go to it. No, except for the ones I go to.
You can go to it. It just might be a low point in your life. It might happen. So just like be prepared that like with this whimsical name comes these low points.
I've seen. I did go to that particular one every once a week, and I've seen 2 fights in the past month there. So that's pretty cool.
Which one was your favorite?
The one where this chick got mad drunk, right? All right, so this I can't get too in depth because it's like kind of personal. But anyways, this guy brought his lady friend up, right?
Okay.
And he ends up cracking a joke about her, but it wasn't even a bad joke. It was a lighthearted joke. It was actually something about like it was like, you ever see Girl of Your Dreams? and she has like the titties of your dreams, but then like you're like, wow, those are so big, it can't be good for your back. Not even a good joke, but it was not any bad.
I
Like
feel like that's a good
kind-hearted. It's more of a
observation.
compliment.
It's a good
Yeah,
observation.
she did not like it, dude. So she proceeded to fight with him for like 5 sets, and then like some comedians started like mentioning it though, and then like
Hell
they
yeah.
end up fighting even more to the point where like it kind of like peaked over, and he like walked out. And then my buddy was up, and this lady's now just continuing to yell at other people, and the boyfriend's not even in the room anymore. And my buddy's on stage, and he turns to her and was like, "Hey, he's not even here anymore. Who are you arguing with,
Probably yourself.
lady? He's gone.
Postpartum.
Leave." And then she spazzed, dude. It turned into her like getting like thrown, like pulled down steps, drinks being thrown. She's throwing punches at the owner downstairs and stuff. She's getting dragged out. People are like, "You're going to jail, lady." It was funny. It was so funny, dude.
I've been to one
Oh.
comedy show and I don't remember the end of it.
No, that happens.
It caused me to get sober many years ago for like a long time. I went to see Todd Glass. His nephew's my best man at my wedding, Tyler. Right? I go to see Todd Glass at Helium with his whole family, all the Glasses. I had like 7 Long Island iced teas and I remember nothing. And I walked all the way from Helium back to 4th and South and waited for them to be done the thing. But I don't remember any of it. So I don't have good luck at comedy shows. So I just don't usually go.
I've seen a lot of people black out. That happens. Yeah.
I'm not a big drinker, like I said before, but this is one of the reasons of a low point, not at the Raven, at the Helium place.
Yeah.
Not the Raven. Not the
Which is
Raven.
a nicer.
I probably wouldn't have blacked out there because it would have been like you're cut off. This was just yeah, go to town, dude. You hate your life. Your girlfriend just left you. Let's go.
And he walked 18 blocks south.
It was 18 blocks south, and then I waited for them to get done. They're like, "How did you get back here? We thought you got a ride." I was like, "Nope, walked all the way here and just my own pity."
Strong hour-long trudge through the
Dude,
mud.
I don't remember any of it. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess I did great. I didn't wake up with any bruises. I remember I woke up the next morning. I walked into my friend Tyler's room, and he's like a late night sleeper, and he eats when he's in like asleep, and there's like Pop-Tarts all over his bed. And I'm like, "Yo, man, what happened last night?" He's like, "Dog, we gotta talk. You can't be drinking like that." I was like, "It looks like you drank." He's got right now. I think he's got like 16 or 17 years sober. He's been sober for a long, long time. Motherfucker always still eats in his bed. I stay at his house. I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" And he's like, "It literally looks like a drunk munchy kid had like the munchies in the middle of the night on acid and just like left shit all over his bed." But that was my last time like drinking story. And like I like went in there and there was just Pop-Tarts everywhere, and I was like, I never want to deal with this again. And I wasn't even a part of the Pop-Tarts. That was just like the final low point for me. Couldn't do it. There was an exclamation. Like, you don't want to be in this position again.
That was the last time you drank?
For a long time. I was sober for shit. I didn't drink for like 10 years after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm still not a big fan of drinking. I have had a few drinks, just not a super big fan of it because it turns you into an asshole like the lady at your comedy show.
Yeah. If she was probably 3 drinks lighter, she probably wouldn't have been that bad.
Nah, and like even now, it's like when I go places, I'll put a boundary and be like, I'll drink. And if I can't have a drink, I can't drink at all. That lady probably should have some boundaries in her life, including with the food for her big titty back.
Dude, they came back. It was like 1 a.m. and I'm about to leave at this point, right? Like about to say my goodbyes with me outside with like 4 other people, and I'm about to say like later, dudes. And then they come rolling back up, this duo. She convinced the boyfriend to come back and get in a fight to avenge her honor. Like 1
no
a.m.
way.
They came back and the boyfriend came back to fight, and I was like, oh, this is.
Them titties got to be great.
So I
though.
was like,
if he
oh,
came
this
all
is-
the way back to fight, there's something special.
Yeah.
There's like some Lana Del Rey pussy, like
Yeah.
Pepsi Cola or something coming out of there.
Yeah, there was like, yeah, she was.
I would never.
chatting in the air, you know.
I would never.
You gotta go back. And
I would
defend
never.
honor.
If some lady was like, "You need to go back and defend my honor," I'd be like, "Bitch, you better put on a back brace and go back there and defend
Yeah.
yourself. You
Like-
were a mess."
Worm tonguing them. Yeah.
Not a chance. There's a million other women out there that aren't drunk like you right now. It's totally fine.
Oh yeah, he came back though.
Did he win the
Funny.
fight?
He came back to fight, but he was ended up like, yeah, you gotta go. Like you already got kicked out.
comedians fight?
You already got kicked. What?
Can comedians fight?
Probably not. No.
I mean, Jason Ellis can. That'd be hilarious as shit.
Some
but,
some
like,
guys are probably, and some do. Like I know a comedian's actually does boxing. Actually, yeah, no, my buddy. I was just editing his cast today. I just watched a video of him lay some dude out. He was throwing clean punches. He was actually doing boxing for a year.
See, so some comedians can.
Yeah.
Maybe if there's more of these like toxic low point moments in your comedy career, you should take some boxing classes just in case you're the dude that homeboy comes back for.
No, people go. Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, I've seen people go up on stage. I've seen guys go up. Be like, I'm fighting this comedian.
Oh,
I've
I
seen
heckled.
a
I don't
comedian get
remember
off
any of it.
stage. Fights happen when it gets
Same
off.
story. I heckled. Had no idea what I said. No idea what I was doing. How many
Nice.
other people are like drunk? Fucking. I graduated Temple 5 years ago. Let me get 9 Long Islands.
A lot.
Yeah, a whole lot, dude. I'm not about that life.
Dude, I see people black out almost every night sometimes. Well, no, it depends where you're at.
That's why I'm in
Center
a
City,
band. There's 5 of
people
us.
are blacking out all the
That's
time.
why I'm in a band. There's 5 of us. So if you get up in my face, you have 4 other dudes that are just as at a low point as I am, ready to go. I couldn't do it by myself. I'd be like, oh man, I'm going to jail again. This is gonna suck.
Yeah, I just stopped drinking, so I just like maneuver all sorts of sober. I'm like,
You ever feel
Dip.
like, so even I'm mostly sober whenever I go out anywhere. I'm usually the DD. I don't mind driving, any of that shit. I always feel like this ghost, like sliding in and out of like these like situations all night, especially when you're at like a festival or like a big like all day concert. You're like popping in and out and you're like, oh, I'm just watching this. I'm like, this is gonna blow up in an hour. And you go over here like, man, that dude's gonna be smashed and pissing on himself later. I just like float all the way through and I'm like, man, this shit's gonna get fucking crazy.
yeah, it's like you're the you're floating above everyone.
You're the observationist.
They don't even know that you're elevated above them.
This is like you watch Lock and Key on Netflix. So Lock and Key is based on this like comic book, right? And one of the keys makes you into a ghost. And he's like flying around watching his family and shit. I'm like, damn, that'd be me at a fucking party.
Okay.
I just want to go around and wait for everything to explode and just watch.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to be part of it.
Oh, after that exact fight I just told you about, a couple of my buddies walked up like 20 minutes later, and then one was like, I was just saying to him, thank God John's staying here. We're going to have a sober guy tell us actually what happened. And I was like, that's
Fair.
actually like what it is. Like I get to witness it all and
Fair.
actually have a sober account of it. It's
But I
fun.
think it makes it that much more exciting too.
It's more fun.
It's
for
like
me.
way more fun.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Some situations are weird sober. Like it's like this is not as fun.
No, because I think your sense of danger and like being wrong are so much less impaired than the other
Yeah.
people that you're like, I know this is wrong.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to watch this and I know I'm an accomplice at this point. And I should step in and be like, nah, but it's too entertaining.
Yeah.
And then it's like a conscious thing. Like, yo, do I do this? No. You let everyone else enjoy the entertainment. And unless it's your best friend, you stay the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Thank God
Sit back and
John
watch.
is there to tell us what happens the next time. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Someone can recount it. That's what matters.
Dude,
You should do a Raven tour.
I can't. No.
Yeah, dude, just place his
They're
name
all
the
the worst
Raven and
places.
call it low points in my life.
No. I was literally like just thinking. I was like, man, I can't wait to stop doing shows at these places. Literally,
you
yeah,
play the Fillmore?
the opposite
Yeah,
of what
make
I was just thinking. I was
jokes
just like,
about the
man, I
Fillmore.
can't wait till one day I can stop visiting these places. People are getting fistfights in every night.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like part of the excitement of being a comedian though too. Because like being a comedian is like a
That made my night. That was super
standing
fun.
on the edge of confrontation sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like you're constantly prying other people or pushing other people or being an observationist. But your point is to push the envelope for the entertainment factor, but some people don't take that well.
No, dude. Yeah. I generally try and skate that line of like, hopefully everyone laughs, but like maybe I can get 50% laugh, and then maybe the rest of people like just think that's inappropriate.
If you can get a 5-person laugh and no one wants to beat you up, that's a win.
Yeah, I just want like some people to think it's inappropriate, then some people.
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah, but like being a comedian, especially now, right? It's like supposed to be an extremist point of view because that's where comedy has gone.
Mhm.
Comedy has gone to the point of like pushing envelopes and like long from the days from like Mel Brooks and shit, right? So people in like the 70s, 80s thought Mel Brooks was this like total problem when it comes to his like screenplays, everything. That's the point of comedy. It's to push an envelope. Now, granted, did he say some fucked up shit? Yeah. Blazing Saddles, mega fucked up. Do I own 3 copies of it on DVD? Yes. Yes, I do. Because it's hilarious. Young Frankenstein, there's mad inappropriate sexual shit in there. It's fucking genius. Spaceballs. She gives great helmet. Think about it, dude. Being a comedian is a trendsetter. However, you're going to get hate no matter what you do. It's going to come your way.
I like right now because it seems that like seems getting more acceptable that some words are coming back. Like it's getting a lot less PC nowadays, which seems more fun. It does
I'm
seem
not.
fun.
I have my own band. Tell me what I can and can't say. Sometimes I get hyper, and some words come out that shouldn't, and I'm getting better at it. But I don't mean it that way. I'm a '90s kid, so like that was a normal part of our like lingo. And if it hurts people's feelings, I need to be better at that. However, it doesn't mean I'm fucking like a saint about it. There's a lot of words, a whole bunch. There's at least 9 on my list.
All right, so I was just thinking, I was like, all right, so like if I'm
Including
writing a joke that's like like you shouldn't say that, right? But it's like if it's a joke, you shouldn't say that. It's like, yeah, but if I can craft it well enough, it'll be funny, right?
It's how you present it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like you writing a lyric and they're like, you shouldn't say that.
Oh
And you're
no,
like,
no, it's my banter in between songs. It's not even the lyrics. My lyrics, I barely even curse like when I write and stuff. But like my banter in between is like two C4s. I'm fully hydrated, ready to go, feeling the whole room, and then it takes just like comedy. I could say one thing and that whole thing turns. So like I have to be like more cautious of what I say because like words do carry weight. However, even with comedians, like there is a way to present it and make it funny to a certain extent as long as it doesn't hurt people's feelings. If it hurts people's feelings, man, that sucks. And like I definitely don't mean to hurt people's feelings. I mean to push an envelope.
music's so much more entertaining than comedy, I feel like.
I can dance
Yeah,
to
dude.
music. Like when we play live, I'm like comedy. I'd be like, oh shit, I'm just gonna pace back and forth like my normal anxiety self.
Dude, a couple of my buddies been asking me to go to this place where like it's like a mix between a mic and like bands. And like, my one friend was like, "Yeah, I went on after this rapper last week," and I was like, "That sounds like my fucking nightmare." It's like music is so much more like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I hear
No, I
you
get
see a
it.
good rap, you're like, "Oh yeah," and then like after it comes on, this guy's like, "What about popcorn?" You're like, "What the fuck
Yeah.
is this, dude?" Like,
You're like, thanks, a big Jeezy. Get the
yeah,
fuck off the stage and put
yeah. I was
another
like,
rap
"Yeah."
dude on.
That's how I view. I was like, "Man, music's cool, dude." You know what I'm saying?
I
Music's
could
mad
do
cool.
like I can do like mixed bill shows when it's like a hardcore band, pop punk band, like whatever, like you know, acoustic act, a rapper. I can do mixed bill shit, but like if it's a comedy thing, nah, you have a comedian either open or close the show, and you put the other bands. That's it. It can't be back and forth, back and forth. It just makes me uncomfortable at that point
I
because
don't
you're
even.
fucking with the flow of a room and the
Yeah, I don't.
energy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know how to like. You want to get into that? Like,
Well, I
ew.
mean, like I would put on like a comedian before we played a whole set. You know, like there's this band called End It.
That's
Singer's name
fine.
Akil. He is a comedian. He's hilarious, right? And that's he's just being himself, right? He is naturally
Yeah,
funny. I would let him banter for an hour or two straight up on any opening stage of ours and just let him go. But you couldn't put on another comedian after him.
no.
You
I
have to
wouldn't.
write in the bands,
You
all
could like
bands.
do a comedian as an opener to a band, and then the band. But yeah, no. Going back and forth, like, oh, that was great. That was a great set. And then like some thrash metal band comes on, and then it's like, all right, and give it up for Joe Schmo telling this joke, and you're like, oh,
You like my
damn. Like,
suspenders? And you're like, dude, no. Now get the fuck off the stage and bring back another band.
yeah, it's exactly. That's what I view. I'm like, music, mad cool. You
Yeah,
know.
unless like I feel like so like let's say a band played right and the singer's got a personality, which we had this conversation off camera how people have personalities, right? Like you know they are like musicians are a personality and it's like a expression of yourself. If you have one of those personalities, like sure, do an hour of stand up, go into your band and play your band. That's cool. But if the next dude got the same personality, you get the fuck off there. You can't have two major personalities going back and forth between music and comedy. You could have, like we said, we could have an opening as a comedian, but you can't just be flip flopping back and forth all floppy dick like.
That's how I view it. Unless the whole room's hammered, maybe. But
We just talked about that with the Raven situation. I don't want the whole room to be hammered. I need to
yeah,
be quick and out of there.
yeah. Sometimes, yeah, a whole room hammer can be great. A whole room hammer can be terrible.
You know, like when you're a kid, when they're like, hey, if you have like, you know, 20 potheads, 20 alcoholics, 20 friends, 20 violent things, that still stands true. Like if you put 20 alcoholics in a room, there's bound to be at least one issue. You put 20 stoners that are eating fucking Assad's hot chicken in a room, you got 20 people going the whole time.
Mhm.
So it really is the audience you play to. So like I'd much rather have a bunch of stoners in my audience than have a bunch of drunk people waiting for something to happen.
Oh yeah, big time. But that's who goes and watches comedy is people who drink.
Yeah, and people that love D&D. I do
D
love
and
D&D.
D.
Dungeons and Dragons, dude.
What?
What?
The D&D crowd's heavy.
Heavy in the comedy, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I only know because I'm a dork.
All
I
right.
read comic books. We just
All
went
right,
over this too.
let's get into it. When you branch out of the D&D community, what are they up to?
So I have a friend of mine named Nate that is actually a dungeon master, and he like does like live board game like get-togethers and shit like that, and like he's really good at it. My buddy John Nowicki, same thing, D&D dungeon master. Just that, if I
Dungeon
had one night
masters.
a week to do it, I would. Couple of my family members, they all play once a week, and like yeah, I'd have to quit a band. Like if I was gonna do D&D once a week, I asked my wife, I was like, yo, can we just like not tell anyone that I want to do D&D one night a week? And like no one can know how dorky I am. She goes, I don't give a fuck about that. She's like, you'd have to quit a band. You have no time on your hands. As like a 37-year-old man, I'm asking to play D&D and I don't have enough time. But yeah, people that play D&D love comedy.
Just be like, babe, I just need one night less with you a week.
No, I only have like one night with her. She's in like nursing school and all kinds of crazy shit, dude. That's the problem. Once she's like done nursing school and shit, I'm playing D&D.
Yeah.
If I could like just play D&D and like read comic books and like only leave my house when I had to play a show or like get food, I'd be happy as shit. I'm content with like a simplistic lifestyle of living in my head.
Going out is harder than staying in for sure. Dude.
Absolutely. When people are like, yo, you coming to this thing? I mean, I really don't want to. Oh, I'll pay for you. Fuck. All right, yeah, I'll go. And that's like how it usually happens. And it's like, it's nothing against them. I want to hang out with them. It's like large groups of people like usually fuck me up sometimes.
Oh yeah, same thing. We just talked about it.
Mhm.
Same way, dude. Put me with 2 people, 3 people, 1 person. I'm a little chatty box.
I'm like a 5 or 6 people. Other than that, I'm done.
Yeah, that's a good number. Over 5. Yeah. That's like that's a weird game because then you're in a circle, you're in a circle of people, and then 10 minutes go by and you haven't said anything. Now you're in your head like I have to say something because then you don't. Then if you leave without saying anything, then you're that guy who stood there for 5 minutes and didn't say anything and just
You're in your head being like, I'm a
Tapped out.
trapezoid in this conversation. I'm literally a part of the trapezoid. Why aren't we all evenly circled out?
Yeah, and you're like paying attention extra hard to everyone. Like, all right, I gotta jump in here. I don't know this. Oh, God,
And I don't know about you. I get caught staring all the time too. Like when I'm like deep in thought, I'm listening to people. People like look at me and be like, "What you thinking about?" Nothing.
Why are you staring at me like that? And you're like,
I was trying to pay attention. I'm really sorry.
yeah, dude.
Social anxiety. Social anxiety is and people that are entertainers, whether it be like music, even like motivational speakers, all that shit, all of them got social anxiety. Anyone who's creative has some sort of social anxiety to some aspect, some touch of the tism. You got it.
I guess I see some people on that guy's blatantly extrovert in the worst way.
Yeah, but it's another thing. That's a reaction to him being around people. So it's the opposite of what we did. We shut down.
There you go.
Yeah, but that gets annoying too. It gets annoying too, though.
Oh yeah,
it does. I get too much sometimes where I gotta like check myself, or like if I work with certain people, I won't have coffee in the morning because I know they're just gonna be like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm a big positive, let's go get them in the morning kind of guy. I wake up at 3:30, go to the gym by 5, take care of my dogs, work all day outside, come home, do band practice. I'm a big positive dude. That doesn't always work with everybody.
3:30 a.m. guy. That's like
3:45, 3:30, sleep until 3:45, take care of the dogs for an hour, and then get to the gym.
David Goggins stuff, dude.
You know, no one hates me more than I hate myself, John. So if I'm gonna get in shape, and that's the time I can do it with the least amount of people around me, that's what I do.
Yeah, no.
Nope. No, that's not true. There's some older people
No,
I started
there are
waving to
people
them.
there.
I started waving to some of them now. Like now they get to know me. Because I just look at a psychopath with a giant hood on with like a forehead tattoo, and I keep my sweatshirt on because I don't want to make like the older people uncomfortable and shit. I'm trying to be like conscientious of that kind of shit. It's 5 a.m. Ain't no one want to deal with that shit.
The earliest I ever made it to gyms when I was going to morning gyms was 5 a.m.
I love it. I love it because I go in there, I do my 45-minute workout, tell myself how much I hate myself, and then start my day.
Yeah, I liked it because it was generally like 10 people that were all the same.
Mm-hmm. And it's the
like
least amount of dongs in the locker room too, dude. 5 a.m.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, so I've been to a lot. I've been a member at a lot of gyms around here. Okay, a lot of them, almost all of them, right? And I feel like some of them, several times I've been members at, right? Like LA, I'm gonna probably have to bleep the name out. Whatever. It's just, anyways, some gyms have more propensity of having old dong out in the locker rooms than others.
The one that you just bleeped out, that name is the one.
Yeah,
I know because I'm a member of that one.
Yeah, that one got mad. Dude, dong.
And like you can't even fluff first. Like, yo, bro, I know that Carl just got out of the fucking shower. You can't fluff that thing before all these young gentlemen are out here. At least you can do is fluff. Also, if you under 50 and you raw dogging it out, you a problem. 50 years old, you get a pass.
It might be the bigger the gym, like the
franchise.
Yeah, like the bigger the franchise, the more it detracts. That.
Well, like Planet Fitness, you can't bang weights, so you definitely can't bang dick on cock in the locker room either. That's just like a.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
I don't like the color purple. It reminds me I'm working out in Grimace.
Oh, dude, Planet is something, dude. They don't got no freeway.
They got pizza days and shit at Planet Fitness. I'm dead ass serious.
They keep candy next to the way out.
Yo, that's great for your diabetic friend that's gonna die on the car ride home.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I'm not gonna talk. I can't body shame anyone at that gym, but like. The way they run it certainly seems sus.
Well, yeah. my insert name of the place we're not going to repeat again that we're both members of is next to a crumble cookie in the Chamonix for me.
Oh yeah,
it's attached to a fucking crumble cookie with a canes across the street.
That's genius,
dude. It's smart as hell. Except I'm 275. I don't like crumble cookie. Luckily, I'm a fat ass that can cook. You know what I mean? So I'll go home and cook. But for all the people that have less dignity than they probably walking right out the crumble cookie. Right out to it.
You've walked a crumble cookie, haven't you?
I have a couple times.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
So you're like,
first
less
opened,
dignity than I was like, there's no way you haven't went one time, okay?
I went 3 times. Their cookies are too doughy for me. So like if there was a Cane's attached next door, my fat ass be eating chicken tenders on the way out of that bitch, still sweating, still pre-workout sweat. Yeah, I would too. I would.
I believe you.
Yeah. But why do you work out? You work out so you can eat whatever you want. It's not about. I don't care about how I look. To be honest, I want to feel healthy. I just want to be able to eat whatever the fuck I want. That's it. That's it. And everyone else is like, you got to eat rice and beef every day. You got to do
You mean
this.
like whatever you want or as much as you want?
So I'm learning that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Internet world, not the same thing. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So you can't eat as much as you want, even if it's healthy. Like if you got like Brussels sprouts and like bruschetta or some shit like that, you know what I mean? You can't eat a whole fucking bag of Brussels sprouts and expect yourself to be a healthy ass motherfucker. It's still a whole bag of calories. So yeah, I intermittent fast. So I eat between like 11 a.m. and like 9 p.m. at the latest. I don't eat all morning. I just whack coffee it up.
Calorie tracking and all that, dude.
I can't count real well, John. I got a FitnessPal app. That's a whole lot of words. I just eat the same thing every day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah, just keep it simple, dude.
Cholesterol-free eggs, so because ain't no one gonna kill me except for me. Nobody killing me. No cholesterol killing me. Cancer killing me. I'm gonna kill myself. They ain't no two ways about it. However, cholesterol-free eggs is like the big change up for me, where I had to like get my blood work done. Some fat.
Make cholesterol-free eggs.
So it's like liquid eggs. You know those better eggs or whatever. It's cholesterol-free eggs.
Liquid egg? It's a real egg?
Yeah, so it's all egg whites and it's got food dye in it, so that way you're not getting any of the cholesterol. The cholesterol's in the yolk.
Why wouldn't they just keep so it's just egg white?
It's pretty much egg whites, but they dye it yellow. I like the yellow one. It fools myself into thinking I'm eating the yolks.
Alright, so they sell the other one without dye and it's just egg white?
Yep.
But you choose the one with dye in it? That's crazy.
The other one looks like CUM.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I can't do that.
But you are eating the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy you're
one's
eating the
yellow
same
nut, one's white nut. I'm going with the yellow nut.
Hey, all
I'm
right.
going with the jaundice nut.
Yeah, I mean, if I saw a ham and then I saw one dyed blue, I'd probably eat the one that's not dyed blue.
Yeah, but this is yellow. It's different. It's not blue.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
It's the natural color of egg, so it makes me feel like it's a scrambled egg.
All right, fair enough, dude.
Yeah, but I just switch it up like that and just rice and like beef and shit. But then on the weekends, I eat whatever the fuck I want and then I gain weight.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, it's boundaries. I got to extend my boundaries Monday through Sunday.
You're doing fine, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're doing good too, except for the Raven stuff, but you're doing good.
Well, I mean, I'm usually not doing anything mischievous at the Ravens. I'm just watching.
Yet. I can't do the people's eyebrow, but I'm trying to. Yet.
Yeah, that wasn't
Yet.
good.
Nah, it's not good.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a winker.
You're not a winker?
Nah.
I'm
Nah.
a huge winker, dude.
I'm more of the kind of winker, the double eye, where it looks like you're trying to look underwater and you can't. I just make it look awkward on purpose. I make things awkward on purpose because it's funny.
Yeah. I'll sometimes see my lady from across the room and just be like, what's up, babe? You know, take her one of those, you know?
I usually see my woman from across the room and go, man, I hope she's bringing me that cake over there.
Yeah.
Whenever we're like out to eat or anything, I'm like, man, I hope she's coming back with food.
We just got to throw her can you bring me that cake wink? Like that.
I got to work on that.
Yeah.
I got to work on that communicational aspect of my relationship.
Yeah, you just like,
I do. She knows when I'm mad because I don't say anything. And then when I'm happy, I don't shut the fuck up. But there's no communication for I need food. Like, was there a cake wink? Is there a chicken strip like Pinky?
start angrily like yelling like
Yeah, but then it looks like you have a touch of autism in public, and it's gonna make her embarrassed. And my wife's super pale, so she's gonna get bright red, and it's gonna be mad uncomfortable.
Okay, that's fair.
And I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
No, we're talking about in public. All right, yeah. All right.
Well, yeah, I'm at my own house. I get my own shit. I don't need no one to do nothing. I'm a independent woman. I get up myself.
Okay.
But like when we're out like at weddings and shit like that, and like you'll see like a donut wall or some shit, you're like, yo. And you hope they see you. I don't wink in those situations. I do the wide-eyed where I'm like, yo, I want something. She goes, what do you want? Use your words.
Right.
And then I'm yelling donut across the fucking whole wedding.
Like, why wouldn't... Yeah, okay. Why wouldn't you get the donut yourself?
Well, that's across the whole wedding. It's a social situation with too many people.
But she's next to the wedding?
Yeah.
Or she's next to the donut?
This has happened many of times where she's like, I'm going to go get a piece of dessert. And I go, I want dessert, but I don't want to get up and be around all these people.
Okay.
So yeah, I need a donut wink or a cake wink, something
Okay,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. You gotta work on
Yeah,
that little
less
donut wink. If you
less
could
less
throw a little
interaction.
tisk with it, it throws people off. Yeah, exactly. It makes people concentrate on the tisk.
Yeah, I got silver teeth too, so I look good.
Like that. Like that. Yeah.
Just everyone should take notes of this.
Yeah.
Everyone should do stand up comedy at the
I'm just
Raven.
gonna
Everyone should
cut this out, and I'm just gonna make a video called "How to Wink."
for cake. Yeah. How do you wink for cake? How do you wink for disappointment?
Yeah. What else can you wink for? There's nothing really else to wink for.
I don't know.
Hey, you look pretty.
Allergies?
Allergies.
Yeah, when your eyes are all dry and you're trying to like clear them. This happens to me when the heat goes on in my car. It drives me all out, dude. It's like the fucking Sahara in my eyes. Couldn't cry if I tried.
That happens. My nose has actually been getting very dry from all the heat, from because it's so cold out.
Yep.
I'm breathing in all this heater air.
Yeah, it fucks my voice up real bad.
Oh yeah.
It does. It drives me right out.
Yeah.
What's going on with Don? Fuck me. What's going on with Don?
Same with you.
This is a double. This is a double. I'm gonna interview you too.
Not much. I was running around today.
Okay.
Dude. Okay, this happened to me today. I've been looking for a set of my keys, my main set of keys, for 7 months.
Okay.
It's been a long time. Okay. I looked everywhere. My truck was out dead in front of my place. I had them. I don't know what happened to them. I looked
You're
everywhere.
like, I made it here.
Yeah. No, yeah. They've just been gone. I have another set, right? But I had to get a new house key and all that shit.
Mhm.
My dad, went to my dad's house today. Before I came back here today. And he's like, "Hey, I got a set of keys. I don't know if they're mine or not." And then he shows me a set. I'm like, "Oh, that's my set of keys I've been looking for forever." And he's like, "You sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there's my key, my fob, and my truck key." And then he's like, "No, well, what's this key on here?" And points to a key. I was like, "I don't even know what that key is." He's like, "Oh, that's probably my key." He's like, "What's this key here?" I'm like, "I don't know. These aren't my keys, but this is my keychain." He just took my keychain and then
put
just
keys
started
on it?
throwing his keys on it and just went about his life for 6 months.
So wait,
And
did
it's
you
like,
grab your
who
keys
does
from
that?
here?
I'm assuming he came to my house, just took my set of keys with him, and then just acclimated into his life.
It's like an X-Files episode.
Who does that? You psychopath, dude.
That he didn't even own it either. So that's my key. That key yours? No,
Yeah, no,
he
he was
knows
like,
it's
"Oh,
not
what?"
it.
He's like, "What do you got with that locker key right there?" I was like, "Honestly, I've never seen that key there in my life."
I'm
He's
just
like,
gonna
"Oh,
take it
that's
real quick.
probably my key
Just
then." I
gonna
was
take
like,
it real quick.
"Well, you just took it."
Take it real quick.
What?
He knew damn well that he put those on there. He's like, "What about this one?" Okay, all right. He knew. He
No,
knew.
I know he knew.
He knew. Has he been using your car? Did you check your mileage? It's actually a really good question.
No, I don't even live with him. He lives like 30.
Yeah, but he
40
had your
minutes away.
keys. He had your keys. Could have took it. You a ride?
No, he's not taking it. He just took my set of keys, then had my truck key not being used on his keychain for 6 months, and was probably just looking at it like, I wonder what this key does.
Oh, that was kind of a jerk move. That was a jerk move.
I think he's going senile. But it's
How
driven.
old is he?
Oh, so what the heck? 61.
I don't think he's seen all. Yeah, he just might have like forgot about it.
I don't think he's senile yet, but you ever like notice old people? First noticed it with him. I first noticed it, but I've like now like before that I was like, oh yeah, there are signs. But I first noticed him, like I was changing an alternator in a truck, and me and him have changed an alternator together a handful of times.
Okay.
But then we did it like we changed this one alternator, in a 350. That's actually the second time we've done it in this truck,
Okay.
and then like he was lost during the whole process, and I was like, why are you acting like you've never done this before? And I was like, oh man, I feel like you're getting old now. Like,
I feel like, yeah, but even so, my memory's on like the trauma-based memory shit. Like I remember everything. Like I can close my eyes and like think about what shit smelled like or where I was when something happened. And like I feel like the older I get, the worse my memory gets. So if I'm 37 and you know he's 60 something or whatever, I think your brain just stops producing as much serotonin as well as like thought processes. So you can remember things, but you have to like focus. And your dad was probably like, I'm not focusing on this fucking alternator. I've done this 3 times subconsciously.
yeah, maybe. I think he just like, I think he's getting to the point where he's just making things up.
Or like he just doesn't want to do it. He's just like, I don't know any idea what's going on.
Yeah, that should be good too.
Well, he got an alternator put in, didn't he?
That's my truck.
Doesn't count. He just didn't want to help you. Just didn't want to help you.
Yeah.
That was into that.
Well, he was like, oh, no, wasn't even like he didn't even want to help me. He was just like, hey, stop turning that the wrong way. Like, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, it could be a
wasn't
momentary
like-
lapse. He could have been having a rough week and like all of his like thought process was done.
yeah, maybe.
Could be, but I feel like the older you get, the more things you do forget a lot. I think mine's CTE, but like I think other people it's just like a natural thing.
I was at a diner with him a few weeks ago, and then the waitress asked him what he wanted, and he ordered, "I'll have 2 eggs any style."
Wait, hold on. It says any style on the menu. That's why I
Yeah,
said
and
that.
that's what he read to her and ordered. And then she said, "How do you want them cooked?" And he said, "Oh, easy over." And
Instead of over easy.
or but I was like,
All right,
"Yo,
he
why
might
are
be
you
getting
ordering
senile,
eggs
dude.
any style, dude?
He
Like,
might
what is wrong with you? You're losing it."
he
Like,
might be getting a little senile,
yeah,
a little silly goosey.
yeah,
Definitely,
yeah. I
he'll be all
can't.
right.
Yeah, he's getting there, I guess,
Well,
huh?
thank God you know how to do an alternator because in like a year or two, and he doesn't want to do it. You can do it. It's fine.
Nah, dude.
You're like, I'm done doing
I'm
alternators.
done doing all this. I'm done doing. Hopefully, one day I want to ever have to fix any vehicle ever again.
So my whole thing was like, all my friends are criminals, so all of them know how to fix cars. So I never learned it. Never. I can like, I'm book smart. I'm not common sense smart nor mechanically inclined when it comes to cars. So I just take my car to someone else's house that's a delinquent like I am in a different way.
I used to take all my cars to that one guy who was at a studio you guys had
Oh,
in Toy Town.
Steve's. It was called Steve's.
Yeah, that guy was interesting.
Yeah. Dude, I had a lot of fun times. That studio was wild.
That was a cool studio. It was a studio slash mechanic shop slash
Yeah.
giant compound in the middle of nowhere. Till it was cool.
Dude, it was super cool until one day I walked in there and all the stuff was gone. And I was like, what happened? I don't know. That literally happened.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
I
know
bet.
damn well it did.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah.
But that was some of the that was like when I first started coming back around and kind of slowing my life down. I got to hang out at that studio. That studio saved my life. So did Ben. Saved my life. I got to play music every week with my friends, and when I like hated music for a while.
Yeah, that was a cool place, dude.
Yeah, and we talk about low points in life. I was at a low point in my life where I didn't want to do music. I didn't want to play music. And a friend was just like, yo, you don't have a choice. I'm going to pick you up every day at this time and we're going to work on music. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you. And I went, God damn, my friends suck. Just never stopped. It's someone else's fault that I do music. I was
Yeah.
content not doing it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, you got especially singing, dude. Singing is I don't know. Is singing a lot of work? Is singing a lot more work than singing? Because does it take more time singing? Does someone spend more time crafting their crafting guitar or singing?
Some people who sing either have it or they don't. You can't change your voice.
So I'm saying, I feel like some guitarists play guitar like 12 hours a day. People don't
Yeah.
sing for 12 hours a day.
I have my guitar player, Ethan, like, all growing up, he practiced, a lot. But even now, the kid shreds, but he just like picks it up when he wants. And he just has muscle memory of doing it. He'll practice our songs and shit, but like, some people are idiot savants of that shit where like they practice for like 12 hours a day to be like the best flamingo guitar player or whatever. And like, that's just where their brain works, I guess. Not me. With singing, it's like, I look at singing like mimicking. Like if I hear a song and I'm trying to hit a certain note, I just know to try to match that and I can feel it how I'm doing it. I don't know if everyone's like that or like you teach yourself or if it's by ear or what, but like I went to Catholic school. So they taught me how to sing, that you had to be a perfect little God kid and sing all the time at mass and shit. So they just taught me how to like match tones when I was a kid. And I just kind of muscle memoried it. But I think singing, either you have it or you don't. You can always practice it and get better at it, but either you have a really, really good voice or you have an okay voice. And with guitar, it's like you can still suck after practicing for 12 years, but some people, if you put the time in, doesn't matter if you suck in the beginning, you can practice and be the best one around, honestly.
Yeah.
Singing, I feel like you can practice. You either have that part of the gift or it's something you're constantly trying to work towards.
Yeah. Unless you like just drastically can't pick up like a beat, then like I feel like you could practice enough to become good at an instrument.
I mean, there's a
Or
lot of
maybe
people
not
like that.
not world class, be good enough to like impress your friends.
Yeah. Well, even when it comes to like drummers and stuff like that, it's like TIG welding. You know what I mean? You're doing like 4 different things at once and keeping time with different parts of your body. I can't do
I'm
that.
not, dude. I can't conceive drumming.
I can't dance. I can't drum. I can do a drum pad and make the beats.
Dude, weirdly enough, I watch like Drumeo on like YouTube where like
Yeah.
I watch drummers just play songs and stuff, but
That's
I don't
wild.
know how to drum anything.
And you got them little jazz kids that are like 7 that are like destroying kits. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get drums. Drums are not my thing, dude.
Me either. And like, I'm happy that I'm surrounded by a couple good drummers because even with them, it's like there's a musical knowledge. So like, if you surround yourself with like good musicians and like you're serious about playing music, you kind of feed off each other and you make each other better. Like, I'm only a better singer because the other people in my band know how to talk to me and push me in the right direction.
How's the band going? You got 2 bands now.
I got like 4.
I haven't, I haven't seen you play in like 6 years or 7 years, probably something like that. It's been a while, but
They're good. They're good. I have the band Gloves Off that I was in after
yeah,
Lighting
that was the
Arms.
last band I probably seen you in.
We were a band for like 8 years. All the songs were about me dying and killing myself.
Yeah,
So
sounds about right.
we had a talk, and we decided to go in a different direction with the band. And now I write about killing other people and not myself.
Alright.
And it's called No Funeral. It's from The Simpsons, where Moe puts himself in the oven. It says No Funeral on his back.
Okay.
That's what it's from. Great band name. And I'm in a band called the Great American Typewriter that put out a full length album like 3 weeks ago now. It's got a shitload of listeners, like monthly listeners, like 7,000 to 8,000. And it's only been like 2 or 3 weeks. It's super catchy, pop punk. And I just send my friend Tim my poetry folder whenever I write stuff. And like we all kind of help each other out. Like I said, like Ethan wrote a couple songs off it. My roommate that plays guitar in both bands. Tim wrote a bunch of songs off it. I'll send Tim my shit. He'll send me back a whole song and be like, I just wrote a whole song. It is, I felt some stuff. And we just feed off each other. It's like a sick, toxic relationship that's for the good.
Fun as shit, dude.
Dude, it's a blast. And like, I was kind of weird. I was worried about how some of my friends would take it. Cause like, you know, I've been in a hardcore band for, you know, almost a decade. And I started doing it and they're like, yo, even if it's not my thing, they're like, this takes fucking talent. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's like, we love doing it. We love being in a band with each other. And we just make fun shit. It's just a different feeling.
Yeah, I saw you used to sing like I've seen you a couple times now. What the heck was that?
Scene Points.
Yes, it.
I still do it once a year
That's
with
right,
all those
yeah.
guys.
Okay, yeah. It was like it's a cover band,
Mhm.
but it's all like emo and screamo.
It's 46 songs in a night. We just did
Dude.
it after Thanksgiving.
What? Oh, I should have went, dude.
We do it once a year.
Oh man.
Yeah. We do it once a year for fun. And we do it at Steam Pub in Southampton.
That was actually the last time I remember seeing. That was one of the funnest nights. That was such a fun show. You know, because you're doing like, man, you did all the good stuff. Did like Brand New.
We do
like-
Mad Brand New, Fall Out Boy, Taking Back Sunday, Starting Line, all cool stuff.
I'm so sad that now I have to wait a year. I didn't know that you guys.
We
did
might
that
do another
still.
one in the spring. We'll see. We had a lot of fun the last one we did. So funny, not a funny, it's a sad note. However, the dude who started Scene Points, Derek, he died a couple years ago. I wrote a poem about Derek, and that's how TGAT started, the Great American Typewriter. I wrote a poem and I sent it to Tim, and it was probably the most honest I've ever been in writing a poem. Like I wrote it while crying my eyes out. It was fucking like an expulsion of feelings I needed to get out in the most honest possible way I could. And now I have to end every set with it. No matter how many songs or albums we do, we honor him every time by playing it last.
Okay.
So I wrote this like crazy honest poem, sent it to him, and then boom, here's this TGAT band.
That's fucking sick. This is my lady.
Your chili smells great. Enjoy your Diet Coke.
Did you have a meeting? Yeah. Okay. Bye. She's super cute.
She's awesome. You did good, dude.
Yeah, dude. She's in HR.
So is my wife.
Oh yeah.
Well, she's not in HR. She's a lead. So she deals with like HR and shit like that. She's a lead of a whole department for a call center. Yeah. I could never do HR. I'd be fired in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. It's amazing. I like it's such a different world.
Mm-hmm. You're like, you tell me I can't say these things? Well, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm doing it.
Oh, dude. I tried like telling people, I was like, man, like corporate and like construction are like so diametrically opposite. It's so fun.
I'll take construction all day.
Oh, dude, the second you walk on it, it could be 7 a.m. And dude, you get 7 a.m., you're getting like your butt smacked. You're like, how's your night, cutie?
I'm literally
like,
sitting here in my head going, you have no idea how many dudes I flirt with on a job site on a daily
Oh,
basis.
dude, it's crazy the amount
I
of
don't
dating
give a
that's
fuck.
going. Dude, construction sites are. I would say the talking construction sites, like 20% is about work, and then like 60% is about gay stuff.
All day.
Maybe 70%, and
Go
then
get
like
them, slugger.
and like
slap the
10%
ass.
of miscellaneous. That's about it.
Yeah. No, 10% is work. 10% is work.
10% is work. 90% gay stuff. That's all construction sites are.
Yeah, here's the secret to construction. Just be gay.
Yeah. And I wonder, is that what would happen if you just sort of took, if construction took over like corporate jobs, you know, and like that.
We're going to need you to say these 4-letter words more often, please. What do you mean? Well, you got to fit in with the construction guys. Now this is part of it. So your HR department's the opposite. You're going to say all these words on a daily basis.
Dude, yeah. Dude, I don't even think I could say on the internet crap I've said to people
No,
on construction sites,
no,
dude.
dude, absolutely
It's
not.
so bad. Like you get canceled for things that are said
Mhm.
on construction sites.
I've said worse things on a construction site than I've said to some of my closest friends.
Oh yeah.
And I've said some terrible things to those people.
Oh dude. I've I've made kids cry.
We played Altoona one time when Gloves Off had just started, and our bass player was taking too long to set up. So I told him I hoped his house burned down with his kid in it, and I've regretted it ever since. And like I'm his kid's godfather, like that's my dude. And I just like I've said really mean things to my friend. Does not compare to the job site talk. Not even close. Nah, you learn some shit from those old dudes. You learn some shit.
Nah, dude, some of the funniest people ever on job sites. They
What do
got
you think? But they're beat down. They're at the low points in their life, and they're just beat down and beat down. They still have a sense of humor of somewhat.
yeah. They're not like they don't got like none like fight to like keep up, you know.
Yeah, you're like, yo, Carl over there with one eye and four fingers, dude.
Yeah.
He's still touching your
Yeah.
butt, trying to
They're not
cheese curl you with his one finger.
they're trying to keep up something that's like not them, you know. Trying to keep up an image. They're just trying to like I'm just
No,
trying
they're
to
them.
get through today.
Yep. So like, if I cannot kill
That's my
myself or drink myself into an oblivion today, I'm doing good.
Yeah, I don't got time to act or pretend to say words that aren't what I want to say.
I just thought about like workers' hands, right? Like, these motherfuckers got these bare hands and shit. Like, yo, you think I want to go home every day and like be all soft and gentle? Nah, this is me. I'm fucking a worker. That's construction. It is what it is. Come home fucked up all day. Your hands hurt. You're fucking mean, but you're still funny.
There's some funny people in construction, dude.
Yeah. I don't want to do it for the rest of my life, but I mean, I always have to work. Even if I made it in music or something, I would have to work. Yeah, but like, let's say you hit one song, right, and you make the equivalent of like 100 grand a year for the rest of your life, right? I'd still have to work. I couldn't sit. I'd kill myself. I
Well,
couldn't sit still.
aside from 100 grand being like,
Not much, but enough. Yeah, but to play music and not have to work the rest of your life, and all you did was write one song. So like, you can live comfortably off 100 grand a year. You can. Absolutely. So if you play one song and your royalties is 100 grand for the next 20 years, I'd still be working. There's no way I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna chill. Nah. I'm gonna work a job where you're off all winter and then I'll tour all winter. But like, I could never just sit still. Even if you like gave me an option of like, you never have to work again. Well, that sounds dumb. I don't want to do that.
be stuff to do. You would just
Yeah.
like want to work.
What am I
Like
gonna do?
you just
Fucking
want to work.
scrapbook?
Well, you just like you don't want to push wheelbarrows of concrete. You'd like rather like
No,
do
I
something
wouldn't.
like
If I ended up like making a lot of money, either winning it or making it playing music, I would invest in my own companies, but I would still be working. I would start my own thing where I could make the decisions and pay people the right way they should be paid and bring on people that I would want. Not really finger point, more of a delegate kind of thing where I'd be like, hey man, you guys are in charge. Can you just let me know when you need a decision about one of the two things and just like inform me? Kind of like Bruce Wayne.
yeah,
I'd Batman it.
yeah, not finger point, but guide.
No, I'd Batman. I'd show up to really bad, important meetings where, like, shit's going on. Other than that, you guys do whatever the fuck you want. I'm a billionaire playboy.
Okay.
Probably not a billionaire, though. I can't count that high.
Bat or glove.
I like Batman a lot.
Okay.
I'm a Batman guy. He's not a real superhero because he just has expensive things.
Yeah, Batman's a weak superhero.
I'm a Swamp Thing guy. Swamp Thing is my favorite superhero of all
Oh,
time.
dude, that was so funny. Someone just mentioned the movie The Thing to me the other day. I was like, oh, I totally seen that. And I was like, oh, wait, no, Swamp
Yeah,
Thing.
you're thinking of Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I was thinking
Did you watch the miniseries Swamp Thing?
No, I just remember the movie.
Oh, so
Yeah, I was just a kid, dude.
let's go down story lane real quick about Swamp Thing. I waited a solid 10 years for them to do like a good TV show on it, right? And it came out on that DC universe when they had the channel for a little bit before they shut it down. They blew all their money in the first like 3 episodes, and they thought they were gonna get all this money back from the state of Georgia for filming there, and they said no. So then they canceled it before the first 2 episodes even aired. And it's phenomenal. It's really good horror, like set it up for multiple more seasons, and it's good. And they were like, nope, we didn't get all this money and this tax break from the state of Georgia, so we're just going to pull the plug on this. There goes Cody's dreams.
Right.
I love Swamp Thing.
That's sad for me. I'm sad for you. It's not
Dude.
sad for me at all.
It was hurtful. You should watch it, though. It was good.
I'll give it a shot. I remember watching Swamp Thing as a kid, and my grandparents absolutely, this is awesome.
So my grandfather showed me the Swamp Thing movie when I was a kid. Same thing with the TV show, too. Yeah, like I don't know what it was. I just remember it as being like a. I never was into like Superman. I wasn't into like. I wasn't even into Batman when I was like a real young kid or anything. I was into Swamp Thing because that's what my grandfather liked. And he
Yeah.
was all about nature and shit. If you think about it, he like harnesses everything that's alive on Earth as his power. So like, I don't know if you know anything about Swamp Thing. There's like 3 different spectrums in his like world. He controls the green, which is like every living, thing on Earth, like vegetation, all that shit. There's a thing called the rot, which is all the death and decay, which someone else controls, like an avatar. And then there's the red, which is like everything that's like living, breathing, and with a beating heart. I always thought that was really cool. How it's like this like, weird trinity in nature, and they brought in like Swamp Thing. He's like the fucking or was it patriarch of everything that's living. And I always thought it was so cool that like the world is his fucking power. Literally the living world is his power. Not to go too in depth, I just like Swamp Thing.
It's pretty cool. What about Captain Planet?
You know what, dude? Captain Planet was a great marketing scheme. And if you really think about it, they touched base on each nationality. So like it gave someone for every nationality and type of kid out there to root for on that TV show.
Well, they did with Power Rangers too. That's same sort of setup.
They did, but I felt like the Captain Planet was a little more geared that way because it was the same people every time instead of alternating people out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Kimberly, there's only one Kimberly.
How come they made the black Power Ranger the black kid? Like, why wouldn't they just make
He
him
was
the blue?
originally the green Power Ranger, my dog.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude.
No, Tommy's the green one, right?
Hold up, bud. Hold on. He was another color too.
Tommy was white and green.
Hold on. Black.
I'm speaking like I have confidence in this.
So first off, his name is Zach Taylor.
What's up, Zach Taylor?
Yeah, hold on. He's got a bunch of other shit in here. Day of the Dumpster. That was his first appearance. Damn, that's like forever ago. 1993. How many Power Rangers? Only the nearly 25 history of Power Rangers. Wow. Yo, out of the 100 actors that have played in Power Rangers, 16 of them were black. Just a little side fact.
Well, I mean, that's actually...
You were correct. It went green to white. I fucked it up. And the blue one was Billy.
I mean, that's about on par with national average, though. It's pretty impressive.
I still go Captain Planet over Power Rangers, though, and I hate to admit that. I love Zordon and all that shit, but like Captain Planet was my shit. I love cartoons.
I'm gonna be honest. When I said how come they made the black guy play the black Power Ranger, I didn't know there was 15 other black Power Rangers.
Yeah. Neither did I.
Let alone
I found
100. When I was like, I was thinking about 5 people, and after that, I was like, oh, there's 95 other ones. I didn't even know who they
in
are.
my head, I'm like, dude, there's been so many different alterations of Power Rangers. There was like the Space Force Power Rangers. There was like Generation 1, Generation 2. There's a lot of Power Ranger generations there, buddy.
Yeah.
There's only one Captain Planet.
It's like Pokemon. It's like
generationals.
when I'm thinking about Pokemon, I'm never talking past Gen 1.
No, we're talking blue, red, possibly yellow.
Yeah.
I played. This is a funny side story. I played all of Pearl or Diamond. I think it was Pearl. I almost caught them all, and it was during a whole relationship I had with someone that was not very nice to me the whole time we were together. So I just played Pokemon. We lived together. We had a lease together. We stopped getting along, so I just played Pokemon.
They probably fixed things on the right course.
She was not the best to me, and I was not the best. I was very young. I was like 19, so we kind of like co-exhibited or co-lived together.
You consciously were like, I'm going to play Pokemon and just...
No, we kept trying to like make things work, and it was a toxic relationship, so I just kept going back to Pokemon.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. Just play Pokemon.
I like you got Pokemon shoes on too.
I do. Gengar. Sorry. Gengar.
Pokemon Crocs.
Yeah, dude. I even have a Cubone skull that holds my Xbox remote.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just got it for Christmas like a couple days ago.
Nice.
Yeah, I like Pokemon. There's something about not letting go of some of your childhood that's unique and cool. Like same thing with like dudes that collect trains. That's on the autism spectrum, but like dudes that collect trains or dudes that collect basketball cards or even Magic the Gathering, shit like that. Yeah. Just a part of my childhood. I never really want to let go. That like when I think about playing Pokemon, I think about better times in my life when I was younger, when there wasn't a lot of good times.
Yeah. My friend's always going on about like his uncle touching. I'm like, dude, you gotta let that part of your childhood
Yeah,
go.
just
But
play
you're
Pokemon.
like,
Play
you're like
Pokemon.
the opposite. I like that. I'm usually telling people you gotta let that shit go. You're like,
Nah,
let's hold
you're
on to this.
embracing it.
Yeah,
Embracing it.
I like
All the
that.
verbal and toxic masculinity in my life, dude. No big deal. But I got Pokemon.
Yeah, usually you're telling people you gotta forget that shit. But you're like, let's hold on to
Well,
something
you know
good.
how many?
That's a good theory.
I don't know about you, but like I got a bunch of friends that are just getting the Pokemon now, like Pokemon cards, like competitive and shit. I'm like, yo, dog, you 30 years old, Jabril. You're 30 years old, just getting the Pokemon cards, and I'm sitting there trying to worry about money for my bills. You sitting here trying to get the next booster pack, which like touche, but you like 20 years too late.
I'm gonna throw this out there.
Yeah, let out.
If you're an adult looking to get into Pokemon, that's
Adult.
fine. Yeah, but it's like, all right, I'm just gonna say, I'll judge you if you're gonna be 30 or
Yeah.
older, and you're like, I'm gonna get into Pokemon now. Just find something else.
Yeah, don't judge me on my comics books, but I'm judging you 100% on Pokemon.
I'm just gonna say, just find something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just
Like,
scrolling through
it's
my
like
boy
leave that to
Mark
the
posted
kids.
it.
Leave that to the kids or the people that grew up with that. That's kind of a weird look now to be like, hey, I'm gonna start researching Gengar, see what he's about
Yo,
at
he's a
age
ghost
30.
Pokemon, dog. You
Little
should already
weird.
know what that shit is. Nah, if you had a fucked up childhood, you should already know who the fuck Gengar is. And if you don't at 30 years old, you didn't have a good childhood. You stay the fuck out of mine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, find a different hobby. That's weird.
Something,
That's
man. You
real
better go
weird.
back to the gym and start taking testosterone. Get the fuck away from my Pokemon.
Yeah, leave that to the kids or the adults. But
Nah, I get mad shit on because I'm into like kid shit, like comic books and stuff like that. Well, fuck you. That makes me happy.
yeah, I would like that'd be like hey guys, I'm gonna start getting into Digimon or like Yu-Gi-Oh
If
right
you
now.
got
Be
into
like, why?
Digimon right now, I'd be like, yo, bro, first off, you need to just go straight to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic, dude, where you can like rob little kids or some shit. But let's just skip over Digimon. Nah, I don't got a problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because some people play competitively and make mad money and makes them happy. Same dude I'm talking about that's doing Pokemon now started in Yu-Gi-Oh! I played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic in 8th grade. You know what I mean? Like I went to regionals and shit in Baltimore, all kinds of shit. But like at 30 years old, I don't want to get into another task where it involves me collecting cards and having bins upon bins of shit, just like it's Pogs or some shit, you know?
Dude, who would want to competitively play that?
I mean, he's happy, so I'm gonna co-sign it because
I'm
he's
just
happy.
saying, like, and when you're stepping into a realm of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh playing,
You know want to know why I brought this up on some real shit? I'm playing him this week in my fantasy football championship, so I'm on a big hate train for my boy Brill.
okay.
I just am. So luckily Pokemon got brought up, so I can just gang bang this thing out real quick. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna like, where you find time in your life, like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As an adult, if you find an interest in Yu-Gi-Oh competitive gaming at age 30, like you're
We ain't
playing
talking
straight
D&D
autism
here.
kids. All you're playing is autism kids.
And we're not talking D&D is one night a week. You gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh or you're gonna play Pokemon, you got like multiple different nights with different ratings and different formats. You're talking about playing 4 to 5 nights a week.
Yeah, I was like, unless you're like those, have you seen those people that play that competitively?
Yeah, their Pornhub is
All
fucking
they do-
ridiculous
all they
while
do
they
is
play
play that game.
Pokemon at home by
Yeah,
themselves.
that's what I'm saying. It's like you can't do that. That's like
No.
that's not an interest you should get into. You should take up whittling. Take up whittling or
Yeah,
something.
yo, let me get that yarn over there, bitch. Chill.
Yeah, crochet.
You know what, dude? I got a couple friends that crochet that are
Fix a
vicious
car.
at it. And like that's cool and all if that's like your anxiety tick, you know what I mean? Like, oh, your anxiety's bad, you don't want to go out, you want to crochet, that's fine. When you playing competitive Pokemon 5 nights a week and still trying to be antisocial, you're failing. You're failing at that point. You're dealing with a bunch of kids that are either on the spectrum or that just like have the same issues you do. They're obsessed with something that costs a lot of money to play multiple nights a week.
Dude, it would be funny. Now I'm thinking about it. If I did know someone at the age of like 30 who's like, yo, guys, I'm trying to get into this. I'm gonna try and get into this Yu-Gi-Oh scene and climb the ranks nationally and get competitive.
Yo, your first question should be, do you wear the gloves? That's it. But if someone came to me and were like, yo, I'm going to competitively play Pokemon. Well, do you wear the fucking gloves and the hat? Are you going to wear the vest with the fucking badges? Like, how far deep are you getting into this? Because if you're not going 100%, I don't support you.
Dude, Pokemon would be so
Jabril.
cool. Yeah, you gotta stop doing that, guy.
Yeah, you need to wear the vest and shit with the badges and the gloves. I support that. I can't wait. He's going to watch this too and be like, yeah, I can't believe you said all that shit during fantasy football week. Yeah, that's right. I'm hating on you today. I'm sorry.
Find a real hobby.
Find a real hobby, dude, like music, where you're making no money, traveling all across the country for like a week at a time. It's not any better than Pokemon.
I can't, dude. I can't. There's no. I can't imagine there's money in Pokemon.
Yo, there is, because you're selling the
Not if you're
cards.
just picking it up at 30.
Not really. I mean, most of those kids that are playing Pokemon are playing for like 10 years and still got the original shit, and that's how they made money. I mean, like, original Magic cards are worth like upwards of like $50,000 and shit.
I'm not
They're not
talking about
serious.
selling collectibles. I'm talking about competitive playing at competitions
Well,
or winning
competitive
money.
competitions, that's how you win. Like, so a lot of people, when you win them shits, you win money and you win booster packs of what came out. That's how it's a racket. So if you win these tournaments, not only do you win money and you win like a rating, you get like boxes of booster cards and you can sell off the nice ones and keep playing, keep playing. However, does that always work? No. There's 100 little shitheads trying to fucking make that happen, and they got more money and more parents than you do.
More parents.
You sitting there
They
at
got
30
more
years.
parents than you do, dude.
You sitting there. I'm not talking about Brill. I'm just making an observation at this point. You're sitting there at 30, 35 years old with no motherfucking parents, no life skills, trying to spend all your money from you working at a warehouse in Amazon to play Pokemon. These kids got parents. They got GPAs. They get A's on tests that get them free cards.
Yeah.
You ain't
Kids,
competing.
a kid's gonna probably made $400 this Christmas. He's gonna spend all of it on Pokemon.
Dude, that kid made at
All of
least
it.
$400. If his name's Chase or Charles, he definitely made about a stack.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna spend all that money is liquidated to Pokemon. He can spend
Absolutely.
100% of his income on Pokemon. You
I'd be
can't.
feeding myself. That motherfucker got a
Yeah, if
dad.
you're spending more than 3% of your money on Pokemon as an adult, then something's wrong.
I agree with you too, because at that point, like, you got a dad feeding you, dropping you off places in his convertible, buying your booster packs. You know what we got? Debt.
Dude, I would love. Oh man, if we could just go back in time. He's like, what would you do with the time machine? Go kill Hitler? He's like, no, I'd go back to a kid and start collecting Pokemon super aggressively. Like,
I mean, you ain't wrong. Even if you want to go back, like in my time frame, I go back to the beginning of Magic the Gathering, because those original cards are worth more than any Pokemon card right now.
I don't know about Magic. I know Post Malone got you on.
Yo, Magic the Gathering is a shit. Also, goes back to the Raven. A whole lot of whimsical beasts in there and cool artwork. I played when I was a kid. I lived near like a Great Traditions. It was like a card store. So I played when I was a kid. My brother would go do slot machines or slot cars, slot car tracks.
Yeah, well,
He would go do that shit. And I would play Magic, except like I'd be like robbing little kids and shit.
Stock cars made fun.
Slot cars may have fun, but it's way cooler like stealing cards off kids when you're a kid.
Okay. Yeah.
You gotta get them somehow, dude. I didn't have parents. What else are you supposed to do? I gotta either win the tournament or steal something.
Live a respectable life.
Well, I do now. That was when I was a kid. I was young, like third, fourth grade.
Yeah. That checks out.
That's different.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, how you a G when you're in third grade? You'd be stealing Pokemon cards, yo.
You're supposed to win. You're supposed to play kids 5 years younger than you, and then be like, "Yo, if I win, whoever wins gets the best card." And then you just trounce them because they're 5 years younger than you, and you just take over first grade and just go one grade at a time.
We just went over this. They got parents, dude. I didn't have parents even when I was in like third or fourth grade.
Well, you just need to like get one good game. You guys.
Same dude I talked about earlier, Tyler, Todd Glass's nephew. He worked at Great Traditions, so it'd just be me and him fucking collecting cards and like buying whatever we could with his discount.
Well, to be fair, I did that theory, but I was the oldest of 3 boys. Like I had 2 brothers, so like I had them and their little friends.
Be my little minions.
So he's like, hey, let's go. Winner gets best card, and then after like a couple of days, like, good luck ever beating me again, and I have all your best cards.
Here's a good question for you too. What were the rules of Pogs?
I don't know. I had the OJ Slammer one though.
I had a shitload of slammers and all that shit. I never knew how to play.
No, you gotta flip them or something to stack them.
I think you like throw them because they were slammers, so you'd slam them down.
Yeah, I'm assuming you gotta like maybe flip one on top of another one. I have no idea. They were not meant to be played with.
No, good question though, right? Like I've never really asked that question before, so like I've never really known where to go. And you'll probably get some dumb comedian that goes, "I know how to play Pogs," and he sends it to you.
I hope so because
I want to know.
I remember my slammers. I remember I had an OJ Slammer, and once I was OJ in jail, and once I was OJ not in jail.
Damn.
Yeah.
White Bronco and all.
Yeah, it was called OJ and the Slammer was the name of the slammer. It was a thick boy. It was called
I'm about to look this up. Hold on. I got a fat stomach. I can do this.
Okay. Yeah. And then I had another one that was a scratch and sniff slammer. Half was rubber, and it smelled like banana. And I like that.
So OJ
in the slammer, Power Slammer.
In the Slammer. 1990s, $23.
$23 for the slammer right now. Oh, I should have held on to that
Oh, I'm
slammer.
pulling it up, dude. I'm pulling it up. This is important.
No, that's not the exact one I had, but it's the same concept.
Yo, this is pretty hard to hold on. I gotta find the other one then. OJ and the Slammer. Imagine how many like little tiny things that are fucked up in Pogs and no one understood it. Because here it is. I know it's this one because I've seen it, and I know it's this one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. So you want to know how much this one is? Yo, it says "Where's the juice" on the back, and it's a fucking orange. This $55,
Dude, OJ slammers are worth it right now.
bro. Yo, what if we brought back Pogs through your podcast?
Yo, I'm about to. If anyone wants to start supporting this podcast in payments of OJ slammers,
Yeah, $55 a rip, dude. I'll send one titty. One titty pick for a $55
if
OJ
you guys send
slammer.
a slammer, you can just say whatever you want me to do.
He
We're buying slammers, OJ slammers.
Yeah, I'm not currently at a low spot in my life where I'll do anything for an OJ slammer, but I'll send a titty pic or like a toe.
Anything that'll get approved.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for an OJ slammer right now.
Jesus. So wait, when's your next stand up show?
Well, I'm gonna go out tonight, do a couple mics. I'm gonna do a show in a couple weeks.
Okay. You should probably plug it on your thing. This ain't just about me.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it is, but I'll put it in the description below.
Yeah.
But tonight I'm going out to Friendly Lounge, which is off of Washington. I think 8th and Washington, right around there.
Okay, South Philly.
Yeah,
South Philly.
right around Geno's.
Fuck Gino's.
Then I'm going down to Raven tonight also in Sanson.
Bro, you're gonna keep going to the Raven. It's your hang.
I mean, like 2 fights out of 4 weeks I've been there.
If there's a fight tonight,
it's like a 50-50 shot of having a lit night.
If there's a fight tonight, you have to text me later on IG and just be like, "Yo, bro, low point again in my
I'm
life."
gonna try and get a video of it. I didn't get a video of it last time. It was so crazy. Like it went downstairs and the mic is upstairs, right? The whole room was empty. No one was watching comedy. And like I tried to go down and keep watching the fight, and I was watching on the steps, like crouched over, like barely looking between people's heads. 'Cause, like
That's some weird Christmas story shit like Santa.
there's no one doing anything but watching that fight. It was amazing. So I'm gonna get on video next time.
Dude, I should start doing comedy. If I did comedy, I would offend too many people though, and that'd be me every night. And I don't feel like doing all that shit.
If you don't go home right now, you come with me down to the south, and I'll get you on
I
mic.
got puppies, dog. I got a wife too. She's on winter break from school, so I'm gonna spend some time with her.
Well, come with me. I'll put you on a mic. We'll do it. Fun.
I'll take a rain check, but I will do this. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, dude.
I'll rain check this 100%.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm about that life. Do you ever go in? It's a good question. I've always wanted to ask this. Do you ever go in with material on your head, or do you just wing it?
Depends.
You personally? Depends on the room.
Like if there's something new I want to try, then I've thought about it.
Okay.
But like, what was it 2 nights ago? I hit a mic. Like it was Christmas Eve. I hit a mic real fast, like 5 p.m. was an early one.
Okay.
I just swung by, and I had no idea what I was gonna say. I just ended up talking about what I did on the way to the mic.
And how'd it go?
Went pretty good. It was because I think it was basically like I might try and make a joke out, and I'll just think about it. I didn't even think about it, but I just ran up there riffed. I was like I'm too distracted while I'm driving, but it's like weird. I'm not like distracted ever looking at like random things or my phone. I'm like a mason by trade, so I'm just driving through Philly most of the time. Like, wow, that's some great butter work right there.
Architecture.
And then I look ahead of me, and there's a stop sign 5 feet ahead of me,
Yep.
and there's a family of 3 crossing that stop sign, as if like they trust me to stop, which is crazy because I don't trust me to stop.
No,
I didn't even
me either.
know I was gonna stop until right now. It's crazy you'd even trust my brakes to work. You've not known my truck. It's crazy you trust anything about this situation to be walking so willingly in front of this truck right now.
And this is why I read comic books and stay at home.
Yeah.
Because of everything you just said. I don't want to be in public at all.
Yeah. So that's basically what I was just riffing on. Is these people like just
Do you take time to actually write bits though and stuff or what?
yeah.
So I think if I did that, I wouldn't like anything I'd write. I'd have to like just wing it and let it go and see how it goes. I know like Ethan, my roommate, wants to get in the comedy real bad. And he's like funny as shit. He has amazing bits. And even like T-Gat, I don't know if you've seen it. We started doing comedy shorts and shit where we do like little videos. That's what we do in the meantime. Like let's say people have to be home. Like everyone's got kids in my band. We'll hang out for an hour or two after and film a bunch of shorts and put them up just because we think it's funny. And it's a way to express yourself and have fun. It's just, I'm not good at writing things. Those dudes are.
There's Mike's up in New Hope.
I'm sure at the
There's a Mike in New Hope on Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's at the Raven.
Probably.
It's
Text
awful.
somebody after this and find out information for you if you want. Yeah.
Possibly. I'm gonna give you. If I take up open mic nights, I'm at to quit a band. That's where we're at in life.
Yeah, dude. I know a particular individual that decided to try and take up open micing and then had his girlfriend take off of work that one night a week to go out for that one night a week. I was
Really?
like, yeah, we can't rearrange your life like that, man. Don't do it.
No, no.
Now he's doing good though.
Yeah, that's great. Still, you can't rearrange your life like that just until you get good.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I definitely would want to get into comedy, and I feel like everyone should have some kind of like form of self-expression, whether it be comedy, music, art, whatever it may be. You can't just be this like shell of a person that only works.
Oh yeah.
You
You
can't.
need something. It doesn't have to be. You could be. You could do anything now. You could like whittle. You could woodwork. You could play video games.
You
You
get
could,
back to whittling a lot.
I know. I don't know why I would work. I have a friend with a wood shop in his garage. So I just kept immediately going back to him.
So do I. My friend Dennis. My friend Dennis got a big ass woodworking spot, and like that's his thing. He'll be like, "Yo, you go help me with the shed." I was like, "Dude, I don't want to go work. Like, I still look at it as work. Like, there'll be a time like if that's your piece, that's your piece. That's cool. Your woodworking's your peaceful zone. Mine's writing music. I don't want to go work on wood all day. I'll help him out here and there just to hang out, and like I enjoy it, and he teaches me stuff, which is cool. But like that's not my bliss, so to say.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't do it for me.
You have to build crap for a living. I don't want to. Generally, don't like doing it for.
No.
No.
And for him, it's not free. He sells the stuff he makes, so he's still making money.
I help out with stuff. Helped out with that guy's retaining wall in his yard.
Mhm.
Me and a couple guys donated a day in the hottest day of the summer and built that cool ass retaining wall.
Terrible
It looks
idea.
great.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, maybe I'll put
You
a
still
picture
work with
of
the
it
same
right
people?
Huh?
Same people I know?
Same people you know?
Yeah, when you were doing masonry before, I knew like one of the other dudes.
Steve Buston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
I know
that dude.
him. Yeah, he's great.
I like that dude.
Shout out Steve.
Shout out Steve. What was his alter ego?
He's amazing. Dude, Lucky to Bono.
Yeah, that
Actually,
was great.
Nick was talking. He's like, you should get Lucky to Bono on. And I was actually talking to
should.
Steve. I was like, yo, you should come. So I got this friend, right? Who
It's so good.
I have this friend who I've come. He was the first person who made me realize you could actually like make yourself slip into a different consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
He started wearing a Halloween costume, but like on October 1st, he like just came up with it, and it was a full mustache and ham, and he talked like a 80s.
And the jacket. The jacket.
Yeah. Oh, a jacket. It was a leopard jacket.
Yeah.
It was amazing. He looked like a 70s drug dealer, but he talked like this, like Lucky DeBono.
He's
And he would
Johnny
be-
Long pretty much.
The drug dealers to the stars. This is how he would talk all day long.
And he didn't break character.
He would not break character. But the thing is, if you keep talking like this and imagining selling drugs to David Duchovny every day, then eventually you're just going to keep talking like this. And eventually it just came to the thing, it was like, we go out to dinner and be like, yo, what do you get? And be like, I'll take the spaghetti.
Which
And
is
be like,
not
why are
how
you
he
talking
talks.
like this, dude? We're in
It's
public.
not how he talks either.
No. He talks like this. But then if you keep talking in a weird voice like that, you can lose yourself. And it kept happening.
Easily.
And he just like kept, and then Halloween passed. And then he just kept going as Lucky to Bono well into November. And we're like, you have to stop this, dude. It's getting so bad.
Yo, he had his own Facebook and everything. Remember
Yeah,
that?
Nick has a tattoo of him on his forearm. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, dude. There's a guy we know who got a tattoo
Shout
of
out,
the
Nick.
imaginary guy we're talking about on his forearm. I hope to do some editing skills right now and put pictures of this.
You have
This
to.
is amazing.
You have to. I met some of the most interesting people during that time frame in my life.
Yeah.
Through like Pat and Ben and everybody else, which like you're one of them, Steve's one of them, like a bunch of Dan Rouse, I'm still friends with, like all these people, right? And some of the most craziest characteristics, and you have no explanation on why these things happened. Just like randomly, you're like, oh, you're an alter ego for fucking 2 months. And then it still popped up here and there, I'm pretty sure, where he just like randomly showed up
Yeah, I
like
was
that.
like, yeah. Well, I was like talking to him, like I had serious conversations. I was like, "You okay? Like you need to stop this." Like,
Nah, it's a thing, dude. It takes
like
over.
I loved it, but I was like generally getting concerned. I was like, I feel like I'm witnessing a psychotic slip. You know
I mean,
what I'm
it
saying? Like
probably
I'm
was a
watching it
psychotic
happen.
breakdown at some point. It probably was.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's his escape out of life because like everything else sucks.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get him to do that because.
If you do that, please send me the episode because I'll watch all of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll watch all of it.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. That was a. Yeah, he lost his mind a little bit there. But that was good.
I think everyone lost their mind during that time in their life, though.
Dude, those were wild days back then, man.
Mm-hmm.
We were tearing that town up.
Bro, I've had some uncomfortable situations with you a couple of times with a bunch of other people, and like that was a tip of an iceberg of a time in life where everything was just utterly ridiculous. Even if you had your shit together, everything was utterly ridiculous and you couldn't explain any of it.
Mhm.
Like you're talking about the studio and shit, you know, Ben, Pat, the Lightning Arms dudes, you guys at your house. The what's the full name again?
Lucky to Bono.
Lucky DeBono. Yeah, the Lucky DeBono shit. Like it was just like a tight knit group of people that were always doing some wild ass crazy shit.
Yeah, I try to tell people, I was like, yeah, you should have, like, the 26 was the time, because that house was popping.
How old are you now?
36. It was exactly like 10 years ago. I had
So
that house.
listen,
That's when that house started. It went on for a few years.
I met you when I was 27. I am 37.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
And I'm still friends with a lot of those people that were just absolutely absurd. I actually talked to Pat the other day, not that long ago. But yeah, wild ass fucking people, wild ass times, great memories. Your house was nuts.
Yeah, it was wild.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, I try and like, dude, I talk to some people that like went through it often. Some of them I don't talk to much anymore. But actually, one of the guys I was trying to get back on the show, I was like, "You're funny. You should come on the show. Just construction now." But yeah, I try and like, I was like, it was funny because none of those people went to college, so it was kind of like a weird dropout frat house.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Well, none of the
most
people that big.
Most people didn't go to college. I went to 1 year of college.
That house was like full of. It was a frat house of no one that was like college educated.
No, and somehow Nick doesn't look like he aged at all, and I have no idea how. No idea.
So he came up with a theory one time that if you do enough heroin, it preserves you like a corpse.
Well, I look like shit. What the fuck? I fucked up then.
You didn't do the right ones.
No, I guess not. I didn't have the right plug on that one, dude. The Fountain of Youth Ra's al Ghul shit going on. Did you have a Batman stamp on your bag? Oh well. That's where my head just went. Like some Ra's al Ghul shit.
Yeah, dude. Those are good times. That's why I got these crazy ear piercings. You're the only other person I know with the crazy ear piercings.
Did you eat yours?
I ate one of them.
I ate both mine. I ate my earlobes too.
I only ate one of them. I didn't get my earlobe. Oh wait, you got your
cut
surgery.
And sewed them, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Dude, you used to have gross ears, dude.
2 inches.
Oh
They're
yeah.
inch and 7/8.
I forgot about that. You were disgusting for a little bit. You had gross ears, dude.
They were, but they weren't ripped or anything like that. They were just big. They were just real big. But like, I grew up in a tattoo shop, so it was like
he had gauges that were that big. But when he didn't wear them, he'd walk around like an elephant, and then I'd be like, "Yo, you look so good," but I was just lying because he didn't.
I don't blame him at all, dude. Actually, all my pictures from when I met you back then, I had giant wood plugs in with a Baltimore Ravens hat. Or not Ravens, Orioles hat. I only like 2 baseball teams too. The
They were
Phillies.
fine when you had them in. It was like, oh, that guy's got huge plugs.
Yeah.
When you don't work around, I was like, oh, don't do that, dude.
No, I ended up cutting them off and sewing them because my my now wife, her grandma hated them.
Oh yeah, their ears look good now.
Thank you. That's JR from Mean Street Tattoo, Street Road. That's my dog. I think he's moving to Binghamton though, but that's my man's.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a life-changing thing. It's the same thing when you fix your fucked up teeth. You're just like, oh, I'm going to smile now all the time. Now I just don't feel weird with my earlobes all hanging out and shit.
Nice.
They look at buttholes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not self-conscious about these, but I get asked about them all the goddamn time. Like 5 days a week.
I don't wear them anymore because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't wear mine anymore, and they probably hurt too if I put zeros. I think they're zeros,
yeah,
so I'd
dude.
like have to go small.
Mine are doubles, and they would hurt so bad. I think they're at like a 2 right now.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. I would. I think about it sometimes just to like stop the wind.
Yeah.
You know, people don't realize like if you're walking up a windy alley in the center city, and you got these things going, it's like
the tops of my ears get real cold too because it's like the thin ridge on top.
Yeah.
So my shit gets like real cold and it'll get chapped and I'll have to like lotion it and shit.
Yeah.
You gotta try some stuff in life, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like people. If you told me like 20 years ago, yeah, you're gonna cut pieces of yourself out, and it's gonna look cool. Nuh-uh. All right, it took one night for me to be like, oh yeah, I'll do it, whatever. I'm stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I got mine infected too. Mine
Did you?
Oh, they were so bad, dude. It took me like 3 months to heal, dude.
Oh, dude, I did my top one, and then I did the other one not that long later, and they were fine, honestly.
I did not take care of mine. It was bad.
Oh,
They got
I
infected.
soaked mine and
I
everything.
doubled the time it took to heal. It
I
took me like
soaked
over a month to
mine,
heal.
and how I got to those bigger gauges, I had to slice up my ears because this was getting thin. So when I went past an inch and a half, we had to cut up this way with a scalpel blade. No numbness, no nothing, just took it.
My stomach turned a little bit.
Sorry, dude, you got chili for later. You're fine.
My stomach turned a
Yeah,
little bit.
where'd you get the Penhurst Asylum shirt? Obviously, Penhurst Asylum.
Yeah, from Penner's Asylum. I'm a huge haunted house guy.
I watch nothing but ghost stuff all day.
Yeah, I love haunted houses.
Sitting here, I'm sitting here like this reading my comic book.
Yeah.
There's a thing on Hulu called the Holzer Files. I watch. That's like my background, my like white noise, so to speak, while I'm reading comic books. All ghost stuff.
I like Mr. Ballin. You ever listen to him?
No,
He's great with murder mystery stuff and like mysteries and horror stuff.
you listen to podcasts a lot.
Yeah, enough.
Can I plug one real quick?
Yeah.
So the thing called the Parcast system, and they do a whole channel on secret societies and a whole channel on cults. It's phenomenal.
All right.
And like they have a whole conspiracy one. Like I get stuck in like K-holes of that shit
I like that.
where I can't stop, and it's like ghost or haunted shit, or the secret societies one gets me real like crazy where it's like the skull and bones communities and shit like that.
Yeah.
But the cult ones are, especially because like there's mad cults that people don't even know about. The cult ones are fucking wild.
Cult ones are very good. I like watching stuff like that. I watch a channel called like Biographics, and you got a Geographic channel, stuff like that. But
You got to remind me to send me the thing that you just said though.
I don't remember what the heck I was just talking about.
It was something on cults or
Oh, Mr. Ballin.
Mr. Ballin.
Yeah, he's got like 9 million followers on YouTube, I think, something like that. He's pretty.
Damn.
He's a very good storyteller. He's an ex Navy SEAL.
Yeah, can you just send me whatever one you recommend.
Yeah, it's good. You'll love him. You can just drive to him. He's just like one of those voices who can tell stories very well.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
good for that guy. He's crushing it.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. He's doing comedy. I'm doing music, and we're not even close. 90 million.
I gotta start reading horror stories. I
Yeah.
gotta start telling horror stories from my life. There's one time.
This one time at K&A.
There's one time on Hope Street, I watched a guy get hit with a baseball bat.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure he died.
Hey, Hope in Somerset was my spot.
Yeah,
I loved Hope in Somerset.
Exactly. If you go Hope, or you go in Somerset and you make a right on Hope, there's a little parking lot right there.
Yes, there is.
Guy got hit with the head with a baseball bat. He might have died. I left.
Side note, that was the summer of 99 bananas. That was the stamp. Or SRT4 at A and Ella. I remember these things.
Yeah, dude. I've seen that stuff down.
Bro, we had a friend of ours that we don't need to name right now. He's not with us anymore anyway. He used to collect those baggies when he was a kid, and he had a scrapbook of them. I remember this fondly in like 8th grade. A whole thing of just like dope bag stamps. Yeah. And I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta collect them all. And I'd be like, this isn't fucking Pokemon. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
And like, I didn't party like that back then either. I was late to the game when it came to all that shit. I just smoked mad weed and like partied. But dude, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Next thing you know, you're like lost with him in Trenton one night until like 2 a.m. You're not even getting high, and you're like, I'm soberly doing this. This is stupid. But yeah, I just had to pull it out there real quick.
You're just soberly working around picking up baggies, correct?
Not even, dude. He would go to like different blocks to get the different stamps. He'd be like, I don't got this one yet, dude. Like, it's on some like real sociopath shit. Good times. Good times. Good times, dude. 8th grade was wild. I'd be pissing in condoms for him for his PO. That's how long I knew him for. I literally would piss in like condoms and store them in his fridge for him when his PO would come.
Good old 8th grade PO piss test.
Which is fine. Which ain't that deep, you know what I mean? But like, I would do it for anybody. I'd do it for you right now. You can call me. $20 a bag.
$20 a condom.
$20 condom, dude. Maybe 2 condoms. 2 for 10. 2 for 10 for a session.
Ooh, that's a heck of a deal.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that? Oh, you got hurt on the job site? You got a weed card? I'll pee for you. No problem.
I got some pee here for you.
Yeah, no problem. That is a side hustle, and you know it is.
What's our buying?
Yeah. I don't kink shame. Dude, I got my own weird things I'm into, dude. I don't kink shame at all, nah. But if you were like, let me give you your shit, I'd be like, nope. We draw the line somewhere.
Okay. So there's a line there.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like I'm drinking your pee?
That's on you. You paid for it. You can do whatever you want with it. It's the same thing when you buy like a chick's bath water to drink, dude, whatever. There was a chick, Delphine, I think her name was. She was selling her bath water like during COVID, and people got sick from drinking their bath water. Yeah, and people got sick from it.
Bad. Oh yeah, dude, baths are dirty.
Yeah, you're just sitting in filth. You have to take a shower after you take a bath. You have to.
Yeah.
Like, don't me wrong, I don't care how depressed you are, or how much you want to drown in that fucking bathtub. You gotta at least rinse off when you're done.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Yeah.
big. I don't really fit in too many bathtubs. I got deep set one.
Probably sitting in grass a lot.
Um, in the winter and shit, sometimes my legs will cramp up and I'll like soak for a little bit to like get like muscle movement and shit. But like I ain't sitting there to fucking scrub myself. I'm gonna get up and take a fucking shower once my leg stops cramping.
This one time, actually in the house we're talking about, this kid would
That's my dick.
sit in the shower, and we knew he'd always sit in the shower.
Like full butthole on the bottom of the shower.
Yeah, like he would put his phone, like shower, and then he put his phone up there, and then he would just sit in the shower and just like watch his phone. And I knew it because we knew it because we'd go walking each other.
Your asshole getting athlete's foot. Your asshole getting athlete's foot.
Dude, he was a dirty kid, dude. He was a mad dirty kid. And then one day we
I don't know if you can see my face right here. That's disgusting.
yeah,
That's pretty bad, dude.
he did it a lot. And then one day it was a mac and cheese mix, but with the powdered stuff.
Oh, like the craft?
Yeah, Kraft mac and cheese, but it was the powdered form.
Mhm.
And I opened it up and I dumped it over the top on top of them. Man, that made a huge mess, dude. But that was like the last time I ever seen anyone sit in the shower.
It was worth it then. It was totally worth it then.
Yeah, dude, that was bad.
That house is good. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, that was. Oh, there's.
How many of you were in that house?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going 6. 6, right? Yeah. I've been there a couple times. 6.
It was hard.
Don't gotta live like that.
And stuff, dude. The one prank war started with Nick. I just decided one day, I was like, yo, record this. I gave Steve the phone and I took his comforter and I went outside and I peed all over his comforter.
He was probably so mad.
And I threw it in the dryer and I dried it. And then I made his bed. And I did that just cause.
I got one.
Started a whole prank war.
I got one for you. I kept getting arguments. You know Dan Rouse?
Sounds familiar.
I went through Emily house with him. Me and Dan Rouse would get in fights. We lived in the same sober house. And his mom told him that he could leave uncovered raw chicken in the fridge. It was fine. I said, nah, it ain't fine. I told him a bunch of times. So I put it in his fucking bed one day, and it was like a huge fight between both of us. But I was like, I'll throw raw chicken in your bed all day. There's another kid came through Emily house, and he kept getting us like stuck in the house for being like a dickhead or like, you know, breaking curfew or whatever. So I pulled his pillowcase inside out and rubbed it all over my balls and my ass after the gym and turned it inside out, hit it with a hairdryer just like you did, and put it on. He ended up getting pink eye and shit and kicked out of the house. I don't give a fuck that kid.
Oh, yeah.
Pink eye for life.
Oh, yeah. Dude, there's so much pink eye happening in this house. It's crazy.
Well, you gotta think about it. It's a bunch of kids trying to get their shit together, or kids or young adults or like middle age, whatever. But like, you don't know how to live. They're teaching you how to live.
Dude, I had a kid. I legit moved in. I was just literally talking about it like 20 minutes ago. Like, you should come on. He's mad funny. This kid moved in. I teach him how to use a washer and dryer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. He's like 23 at the time.
Mhm.
Whatever. I was like, you got a job. Like, you got to start making lunches. You're spending too much money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being his parent, right? I'm going to take you to Walmart and get some deli meat. You go to the deli, I'm like, I gotta get your food. He's like, I don't know what to do. He's never, I was like, all right, dude. I was like, can you pick this?
So you were already a
Like, what do
dad.
you want? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, do you like ham and cheese? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, we'll get ham and cheese. Like, I don't know which type. I was like, Jesus. Like,
You get the fucking ham.
like, dude, I was like, there's some people you're like, yo, they don't know nothing but getting high and robbing.
See, I got lucky. I stayed on everyone's couches growing up. I like started leaving home in like 15, like real young. So I stayed on everyone's couch. So I already knew how to like be an adult. It's just the point of like putting the boundaries up to be an adult. Like to sticking with things. I knew how to like cook for myself. I clean up after myself. If I stayed at your house, I made sure I cleaned whatever room I stayed in. Like I always had that about me. Some people don't know how to live at all.
Nah.
You could be like, yo, go get some Jiffy Pop. And people are like, what the fuck, Jiffy Pop? Go fucking find it at the goddamn store. It's popcorn.
You know the best part about that kid though? Today,
Mhm.
he has a house and 2 kids and a wife and a union job.
There you go. It just shows unions can make anyone a worker, dude. It's true.
He got into he's in a masonry now, but he was the first one he got in his labor union, and he would just send me videos of him just literally just pushing a broom
Yep.
nonchalantly down the hallway, and that's all he did for an hour.
My boy's in concrete too, and the whole one summer he worked in Atlantic City just pushing a broom.
Money. He's getting paid like $35 an hour at a time just to push a broom. I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, fuck you, dude. You're fucking free healthcare. How we doing on time?
I don't even know. Yeah, let me check here.
Check out where you're at. We need an hour.
Oh, shit, we're so
We're over? All right, because I do got to go soon.
hour 40.
Oh, shit, dude. You have to cut this bitch down. I had fun doing it though. What else we got to plug? We got to plug any other
But
idiots or
no,
anything? We got to get
no.
you sponsorship, like a C4 sponsorship or some shit.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I gotta start going around Philly. I'm gonna go across the street and get like Nanny's Chicken to sponsor.
Yo, you just said it wasn't that fly though, so you do
Nah.
Santucci's instead.
Ah, yeah, maybe Santucci's. Like, yeah, we keep recording.
Be like, yeah, we keep recording and shouting out the cheese on the what is it? Their cheese on bottom, sauce on top. That's how they do the pizzas down there.
Yeah.
You have Santucci's yet?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
It's not bad. It's
I used to live
good.
next to the original one over on like Woodhaven and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. They're all around there. There's a few of them now. They're doing okay.
I used to eat a whole shitload of Klonopin and then eat that all day.
Dude, I was just discussing comp with my lady the other day, dude.
I was prescribed it 2 milligrams 3 times a day.
Dude.
A lot.
My lady the other day, she's like, I'm having a tough time, like, dealing with stuff at work. And I was like, I'm thinking about just calling my doctor and maybe trying to get like a Xanax. I'm like one Xanax? She's like, I don't know.
That doesn't compete to people like
I was
us.
like, oh. She's like, I was like, that's crazy.
Can you ask for 4 bars a day, please?
And I just told her, I was like, man, I used to eat Klonopin by the sleeve.
I used to have the Green Goblins, the little 1 milligram Johns, and like that's how some of those random blackout nights would happen too.
I don't remember the second half of my 11th grade year. Like, I blacked out somewhere around Christmas and woke up in June. Like, I lived life.
Sadly, that is a normal thing, especially in the suburbs.
Yeah, I lived life.
You lived life to the fullest, you just don't remember it.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was apparently a legend. I had people come up tell me stories that I did at parties. I was a man, apparently.
My boy Gil's like that too. I'll be like, bro, you looked so tough when you were young. He's like, what, with the black eye? Because I got beat up and I don't remember any of it. I'd be like, yeah, but you can fight. He's like, not in that state.
This was a real story that used to go around. A couple people when I was like 17 came up to me and were like, yo, you remember when you took your mom's van out and you picked all this up and you jumped it off of that bridge near your house? I was like, nope. My mom's van was still in the driveway. I don't even remember that, but apparently like 7 people witnessed it. Still, it's like stories like that.
So
It's come up. It's like, I don't remember any of that,
You
dude.
successfully jumped it, is what they said.
I successfully jumped it. I became a legend among my peers.
Where'd you grow up at, John?
Horsham, Pennsylvania.
Oh, bro, I spent mad time at Horsham Clinic. Not even joking. Dead ass serious.
The first podcast where people are like, where are you from? Like, Horsham. It's known for the Horsham Clinic.
Yeah. Adolescent too, 14 to 15 years old. And then I went to Foundations Behavioral Health.
Yeah, dude. Horsham
I'm
Clinic.
an alumni, dude. I lived in Horsham too for a year.
We lived like 3/4 a mile down from Horsham Clinic.
Yeah.
Twice we had an escape. I had an escapee in my kitchen.
Oh, I got
actually
stories.
happened. That actually happened. Like, it sounds like a made up story. Like someone
Nope.
from the insane asylum. No, they happened twice. The one person just was walking by and asked you the phone, and we are like, "Get out of here!" And they went away. Right? Another person came by. They stopped, came by, asked you their phone. We are like, "No." This happened twice. This person, then we found in our. I opened my kitchen door. Half hour later, I'm 12 or something. I open my kitchen door. Here's the person in their gown, nothing else, no shoes. The same person we kicked away.
Were they hot?
It was a lady, and she was I would guess maybe mid-20s or something.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't remember. Dude,
That gown looked good.
I was scared. I was like, what the heck is that? Dude, I was so scared, dude.
I don't even want to. I want to comment on this because this has happened to me too. I'm not going to lie. So when I lived at Foundations Behavioral Health, I lived there for like 9.5 months. I lived in the group home version of it until my grandma could become my guardian or whatever. My mom, after I get out of there, moves into the trailer park that's next to Foundations Behavioral Health. All of her friends have shithead kids that get sent away. There's been 2 separate times where her friends' kids dug under her house, under her trailer, and stayed there. The cops got them underneath my mom's trailer, and they knew my mom. So it's the same thing. They escaped and like hid. And I'm like, bro. That's why when you start saying that, I was like, John, I got a story too. John, I got a story too.
How did you get out, dude?
Yeah, because crazy attracts crazy. I mean, even now in my older life, like my friends are crazy. They got their shit together, but some of them do. But they still crazy as fuck. Crazy attracts crazy, just like stability attracts stability. Like you got a bunch of friends that got their shit together. A lot of their friends got their shit together too, because you are likeness. Me, I prefer fuck ups.
I was explaining that. I was having a conversation about the other day. I was like, people I keep around are generally like people that have
Been through some shit.
Yeah, if you've been scarred enough, or you're like beaten down, and this is what you're saying earlier, if you're beaten down enough, it's like you don't got the energy to put on a facade.
Nope. You are who you is. I is who I am, and that's what it comes down to. Because like you can't fake being fucked up. You can't fake having a hard life. Like you can try, but people always, it's like every Dashboard Confessional song. They're like, oh, they're going to see right through your lies. Yeah, they fucking do, man. When you're fucked up, you're fucked up. If you're not fucked up and you're faking it, they're going to buy your lies for a short period of time. And then they're going to realize you're not really fucked up.
Don't be a fucking fraudulent phony.
Did I listen to Dashboard Confessional on the way here? Maybe.
I was gonna say.
I listened on the way here. Not even lying. Listen on the way here.
Yeah, I know that. I didn't listen to him a lot. I just listened to that one song he got, that one banger.
Which one? Screaming Infidelities?
I don't know.
There's a bunch. There's a Spider-Man song, Vindicated. There's a bunch.
The Vindicated John. That's what
that song's a John.
Yeah,
it is.
It's weird. Bright Eyes. I'll listen to crap out of Bright Eyes.
Bowl of Oranges. I love Bright Eyes.
So like that's where I just missed on.
Definitely missed on. Same thing with I don't know why, but yes, you remember Ben Folds? Yeah. That song Brick, the 90s song. I listened to that the other day and cried my eyes out. I have no idea why.
Shout out Ben Folds.
Yo, Ben Folds. And shout out Ben Folds 5. We're talking about Over the Hedge soundtrack. You know what I mean? I loved Over the Hedge.
I was driving in the truck with my lady the other day. She puts on Macy Gray. I tried.
Oh my god, that actually got such a good voice, dude.
Banger, that's a
banger, palm back.
For like best song.
Same thing with like Eagle Eye Cherry. Save the night. Fight the break of dawn.
I used to have to make a Christmas list. I'm like send them to Santa, right?
Yeah.
And I would like pick CDs because back in the day you'd get CDs.
Me
That's
too.
what you had. That dude, Eagle Eye Cherry, dude, Save Tonight. That song. They only had one
Nina
song.
Cherry's Kid.
It was so funny. Back in the day, you would like wish for CDs based on one song.
Yeah, when you could just watch on the box and rub your parents' credit card by ordering the song over and over again.
Oh yeah, dude.
I did that.
Eagle Eye Cherry. I remember I asked for Natalie and Billy's Torn one.
Oh, dude, she's beautiful. The skies are torn. I'm all out of faith. Dude, it's just such a good song.
So good.
Such a good song. I'm a big sucker for 90s one-hit wonders. Like legitimately, like if you look on my Spotify right now, it's like 90s one-hit wonders. It's a good middle ground of dudes that listen to like WMR and shit. You know what I mean? Like old rock compared to like what we do now. It's like, oh, 90s, one-hit wonders. That's like the perfect middle ground for some people.
Oh, dude, they have the best.
I'll Semi-Charmed Kind of Life paint my fucking brains all over this wall right now.
One-hit wonders possibly have the best song.
Well, they have the hooks about it. Look at Bloodhound Gang, right? But everyone knows that one song from Bloodhound Gang, right? That song comes on, it's a bop and a half, right? There's a million bops and a half, but it's the one song. Mm-hmm. You're right. You base the whole thing. Eve 6, Inside Out is one good song, but you bought that fucking album.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm trying to think of that's a point. The one-hit wonders make the best song.
They do. Chumbawamba, Tub Thumping, dude.
That was so good. I was just thinking of Blondie, but I think Blondie was a one-hit wonder.
Blondie's not a one-hit wonder. There's multiple Blondie songs.
Blondie is good.
I fuck with Blondie.
Yeah,
I do.
Glass, or Heart of Glass. That song, banger, dude. Wow.
Same thing. They came from a punk rock scene. They made it, big on a couple. We'll say a couple one-hit wonders. Had a couple bangers, but it's the same thing. Self-expression in music. Their low point became their high point.
Yeah, dude.
She's writing about having her heart broken and shit. Nope, make millions of dollars off it. Yeah. I do want to rock some Blondie. Yeah, Billy Joel too. Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. That's my favorite song of all time. Billy Joel, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Okay. I don't know if I know that song.
Bro, it is an epic journey of love, loss, and sadness in an Italian restaurant.
Okay.
You should probably watch it.
I'll
listen to it.
I'll look into it.
I'm going to send it to you tonight.
Okay.
Absolutely. And you're going to listen to it.
Billy Joel. All right. Yeah. I listen to Billy Joel.
Billy Joel's a dickhead. That song's great. That album's really good. The Stranger.
He's got a couple songs.
The Stranger. Just that album.
Yeah.
Just that album I'm cool with.
You know who terrible Billy Joel fans?
Yes.
That act like Billy Joel's a saint.
Horrible person.
Yeah. They're like they're sort of like they're like Disney adults.
Yeah, it's like people that love Rod Stewart. My grandma loves Rod Stewart. I'm like, man, everyone likes Rod Stewart. It's such a duke.
I mean, like that's kind of like when your grandma likes Elvis. You're like, that's fine,
You get a pass because it's grandma shit, but at the same time, it's like, was Rod Stewart really that good? I guess he was at one point in time. His voice is weird.
He got a weird voice. Got
yeah, but like my grandma got me into Queen and Meatloaf and like the entertainers, not just singers, like entertainers. Like Meatloaf was a whole theatrical thing. I like shit like that. Same thing with like the Stranger album, Billy Joel. The whole thing is an up and down roller coaster of emotion that brings you. I like shit like that. That's like real elaborate.
All right, some Billy Joel. That's cool.
I'm sending it to you tonight, dude.
All right, listen to some.
Do you think I will ask her if you listen to it? I fucking will. I'll leave a note right now on the chili in hot sauce.
I'll do that.
Billy Joel.
I listen You should see my Spotify.
Mine's weird.
It looks like a psychopath made it.
A psychopath did make it.
Yeah, it's it's out of control.
That's okay.
I got boom bands here, and then I got some thrash metal, and then I got like
You ever check Bela Fleck and the Flecktones? Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. It's like a jazz fusion band from like the early 90s or whatever. And it consists of this dude, Bela Fleck, who is the #1 rated banjo player in the world. A guy named Victor Wooten, who is the #1 bass player I've ever seen, better than Les Claypool, better than Flea, better than everybody. Victor Wooten, phenomenal. And they have a guy named Future Man, who plays a drum tar, where he took a drum in each key, and each drum is a different drum sound. So he plays a 2-sided guitar that has different drum sounds on it. Yeah, let's talk about some weird shit I'm just putting out there. Just throwing some shit out there.
I can't remember. Goddamn, it's gonna drive me crazy. I can't think.
You can text me after you listen to Billy Joel's Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
I'm sure it's great.
What do we got to plug in this bitch? Because I got to home with my dogs. What we plugging?
What you want to talk? You got bands and stuff? Or you got?
Yeah, I got Great American Typewriter. The album is called So Much for Dreams. It came out on Common Thread Records 3 weeks ago. It's cool. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube, Spotify, YouTube, Google Music, whatever, Apple Music. I'm not an Apple dude. I'm an Android dude, but whatever, all that shit. I'm in another band called No Funeral that's recording right now. It has some stuff coming out probably end of January, beginning of February. I'm working on another band called Wrist Rocket, which is going to be like 2-minute long punk rock songs just to do it. Wrist Rocket. It's the same thing as a slingshot. Yeah. So I'm just going to write 2-minute long songs, like 15 of them, and just put them out. And I do scene points once a year, which is cool.
Yeah, so I missed that. That was fun. That was like one of the funnest shows you ever go to.
Oh, it's just a blast because everyone's just singing along and having fun. But there's been mad fights lately there too. I had to put like drink limits on people and be like, yo, if they keep getting this drunk, I can't play. Like, it makes me uncomfortable where I gotta leave.
Yeah, dude, people will start hearing brand new and they go out of control.
Dude, they lose it. The quiet thing, throw a bottle.
It's, dude, of all covers, of all bands, I think when people cover brand new, people lose their mind about all other cover bands.
They really do.
I've seen a lot of cover bands.
I know.
Like cover different songs, like bands. I feel like brand new, when that goes on, people are like, yes,
they played a secret show the other day.
Huh?
Brand new did.
Oh, did they?
They played a secret show 2 weeks ago.
Dude, people are getting on cancel and these should come back.
It's cool. I'll just step right up and get canceled next. No big deal.
Oh, man. Poor buddy, dude.
Yeah, whatever, dude. All for 14-year-olds. I get it, dude.
Bro, whatever. The music's great, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Music's
I
phenomenal.
shouldn't say that. I mean,
that music's phenomenal.
But it's great music.
Fair. So, big up the Sticky Room podcast, by the way. AI, right there. Did you name them?
No, not yet. No. Child and Sticky Monster.
I feel like that should be Cyrus.
Cyrus the Sticky Monster?
Yeah, Cyrus the Sticky Monster. So that's Cyrus.
All right, Cyrus. That's Cyrus.
So what can you watch Sticky Room podcast on? What can you listen to it on?
YouTube, and should be going on to Spotify this weekend. And
yeah.
We got a Patreon going. You catch us out on the Instagrams, and we're gonna go up on Apple.
Oh yeah.
You help me set that one up. We just did 1-man show with the help from some other individuals.
Nice.
Dude, one man learning some things. That's all.
Learning some things, bringing on interesting people that have personalities, which is smart.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you having me, by the way. Thank you for inviting me over too. We didn't talk for like years, and you're like, "Yo, you want to come do this?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to come do that." Absolutely.
You couldn't see each other in like 8 years.
Yeah, but he's like, "You want to come do this podcast?" I'm like, "Absolutely. I would love to sit down and have a conversation." Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to do anything that's creative or fun or like gets me out of my shell, regardless of what it is. Luckily, you hit me up and you actually have a cool personality, so I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah."
Yeah.
You're not just gonna sit here and ask me about my band over and over again.
I was like looking at like musicians and stuff. I was like, "Oh, Cody can talk forever.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have Cody come and talk, dude."
All day. We set a time limit of an hour, and it's like 2 hours right now.
Yeah.
I have 2 hour parking. We're good.
That's fine. I'm probably gonna miss this first, Mike, but I'm shit.
Nah, don't. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it, and I hope that the more people you have on, the more interesting it gets, and the more you get like some people that like really back you and some C4 sponsorship.
Oh, dude, if I got a C4 sponsorship, that'd be lit.
C4. Drink your way your problems.
Terribly edit to C4.
C4.
Thanks. Yeah, that's it. But thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Dog.
Appreciate you.
High five.
We have like the worst hand tattoos too. We do. Me too. Me too.
Bad hand tattoos.
Bro, the day Derek Hale killed himself, I got this the day before. It says, "I'm not waving, I'm drowning." It was the worst decision ever.
I like how I stopped the video. That was the worst decision ever.
There's a lot of worse decisions. Let me slow it.